Welcome out, gamers and gamettes, to this RGL.GG Season 2 Invite Grand Finals match taking place between Rewind and the kids next door. I am Alto, joined to my side by Zagron, and in a bit of a mix-up tonight, we've got Sigafu behind the camera. Zag, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Looking forward to this rematch with a new spin, new flavor on this one. Last week we had three Koth maps. This time three stopwatch.
Yeah, really gonna be a bit different this time, coming into round 3 between these two teams. K&D has taken both of the two previous meetings between these two teams, taking a 6-1 on a Asheville and Lakeside match back in week 3, and then taking another 6-1 on a Product and Lakeside match just last week ago. Rewind is coming off of a extremely tense, nail-biting lower bracket finals match against the Empire, which saw them go to taking a 2-1 victory on the third map, that being on this past Saturday. And hopefully after that, kind of intense game, they'll be ready in battle forge coming into this game. Again, coming into the stopwatch match, which honestly I think can be potentially an entirely different match than, the Koth match we saw last week.
Yeah, definitely. As for the map pick ban, first off we had Rewind banning Lakeside, Candy banning Upward, and then picking Borneo. Rewind then picked Steel, and then banned Asheville, and Candy ended with a Swiftwater tiebreaker. Now, what you'll notice here is Candy had picked two stopwatch maps, so I feel like they just wanted to see if they can really take stopwatch to Rewind as well. Not just be one trick. And they are the upper bracket team here. So if this match were to go south for them because of the more unfamiliar game type than Koth, they have another chance to correct that map pick ban. But as it is, we have triple stopwatch here.
Yeah, important to point out too that Rewind were the #1 seed coming out of the regular season, but having lost in those upper bracket finals, the bracket has essentially switched, and we now have K&D coming into the finals as the higher seeded team, as they haven't taken a loss yet in these playoffs. So yeah, as Zag was saying as well, then you're going to see, should Rewind win tonight, we'll have another best of 3 happening probably on next Monday, I believe. We'll talk about it when we get there. But if they do want to reset the bracket, there is going to be a very large hill to climb for Rewind here, as after their week 1 loss, when they were mainly off-classing, K&D has looked rock solid this season, only dropping rounds really to Rewind in those 2 matches. And we are going into stopwatch again, so no idea what the future may hold. Rewind is going to have Carson coming in on heavy to replace Triple, who is definitely an upgrade. He was on that Grand Finals winning Irene team last season, but do you think it's going to be enough?
I think it can be close, yeah. So we've not seen these teams play on stopwatch in a match this season yet at all. Every map they played has been Koth. So I'm really interested to see the dynamics coming in here for how they're going to play. Having Carson in your combo does wonders for your team. And I do think that they have a chance to go through with, at least taking one of these maps if they play to their potential. If we want to run down the rosters real quick, mentioning that Carson, for Rewind here, we have Pablo Scout, Rain Soldier, River Pyro, Exile Demo Man, Carson Heavy, Exa Engineer, Callow or Chinatown Medic, Shay Sniper, and Evil Spy.
Yeah, and on K&D on the other side, they will have the one and only Banny on Scout, Etney on Soldier, Oblivion on Pyro, Bull on Demo, Zukima on Heavy, Scratchy on Engineer, Nursey on Med, Space Ghost on Sniper, and Jacob or Demento coming in on Spy.
Yeah, and the main matchups I want to look at here, I want to with the triple payload combo, triple stopwatch combo dynamics are going to be super important. I'm looking for both these demo men to lead their teams in all their pushes. Exile and Bowl of Mayo is about as good of a demo man matchup in grand finals that we could have gotten. So I really want to see where they're able to lead their teams in these pushes. SVS is also going to be very important because payload defense, obviously sniper really gets their time to shine. I want to see which sniper is going to be a big anchor that they can help their team by doing.
Yeah, if you haven't seen any of the cast the past few weeks or so, K&D did have a slight mix-up with their roster, where they ended up moving Space Ghost off of Heavy onto Sniper, and then they brought in Oblivion to play Pyro and move Zukima off of Pyro onto Heavy. And I would say that Oblivion and Zukima were both pretty big upgrades on those respective classes. Space Ghost, though, may be seen as a little bit of a downside to Comanglia, so I do think that just, as we kind of saw last season against Irene, he is going to be one of really the few, if only, weak spots on this K&D roster that could be taken advantage of. So Shay is really going to need to have a big night tonight.
Yeah, and we do have 18 in serve already, so
Speaking of Shay, actually, he just timed out. So
well, I guess we don't have 18 in server anymore. Yay! More analysis.
Caster's Curse already coming in.
All right, so if we want to talk a bit more about the matchups, Spy versus Spy is gonna be very interesting because with triple payload, Spies don't get to feed in as much as they normally would on Koth. So it's gonna be really about which of them can play, get the more important picks at the more important times. See how they can help their teams break these really difficult points because with Borneo, Steel, and Swiftwater being the payload maps, there are going to be tons of points that are historically hard to break, to push into in Highlander. So we'll see if the pick class are able to get things done with that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Borneo, starting off is arguably the slowest map currently in Highlander. Not necessarily a bad thing, I don't think, because having a little bit more time to plan out those pushes. When you go into a map and you know that you don't have to set a 5-6 minute time, and you have that ability to again play a little bit slower, make sure your push or all your pushes go through, get that 8-9 minute time, and still be able to feel confident about it. I think it's a good thing for the rotation. May not be the most exciting start. We'll see. Although should one team really pick up the pace, it will be really interesting. But yeah, definitely going to be looking for those spies to be coming in, trying to make good plays. Again, really going to be looking for the snipers right now because Steel is one of those maps where I feel like K and D are going to be pretty solid on it, just due to their history together. And Borneo's the first out of the two maps where that sniper can really be an advantage. So hopefully Shay's able to take advantage of it while he can.
Yeah, and we do have Shay back into the server. Speaking of, so before we tell the teams that they can get going, we got any predictions for Borneo?
Ah, it's really hard to predict against Candy at this point, I feel. Um I'm gonna say K&D's gonna take this 2-0, I think. But that's that's very hesitant on how well Rewind's combo is going to be able to mesh with Carson again, and just how the snipers are going. Since I think that if Shay comes out of the gate and immediately starts displaying a lot of dominance, I expect me to switch that prediction halfway through the first round.
I like that. The correct answer is to not take an answer. But
Yeah, can't be wrong if I don't.
yeah, I do feel like that's fair. Candy definitely, established themselves as the strongest invite team so far this season. It'll take some convincing to change that notion from Rewind. So we'll have to see if they can do it.
Yeah, I believe the teams are live on in the server right now, so we should only have a few more seconds of setup time coming in here. But yeah, just wanna give a quick shout out to everyone that's been watching us all season, everyone that's been playing in the league, just to help the league grow and make it is what it is, make it into what it is today. And Prolander as well coming in next season also has a lot of people behind it, and it looks like we're in a pre-game pause, I want to say, as a bunch of people flying in the air, but I hope that means we'll be getting in soon.
Yeah, maybe someone was having a bit of an issue during setup time. Either way, we are unpaused.
Yeah, so again, hopefully we should be getting in pretty soon. Heard that Carson might be a bit of a holdup right now, so hopefully we'll see that come through. But yeah, again, it's so hard to predict against K and D. We came into the season and we knew they were off classing, and we're like, oh, how far is K and D going to be able to go not playing their mains? They lose one match and then immediately, it's go time.
That's the
So
classic.
I thought they would have waited until playoffs before they really started trying to go at it. But again, I mean, technically we've only seen them drop rounds on Koth maps, but most of their games have been against the tougher teams on Koth maps as well. So their payload games have been a little bit of a shoe-in for them.
We can
Just
use results-based analysis to say it. That means they're better at stopwatch.
Yeah, definitely. Both times they've played Rewind, they haven't touched a stopwatch map, but undoubtedly we can say they're better at payload. Yeah, it looks like we will be going live right now. And just to touch up on something I said earlier, Prolander registration will go until March 29th. Won't overlap with Highlander. So if you like the game mode, want to give it a try, head over to RGL.GG and get signed up for it now.
Yes. For the standard defense setup for Candy right now, Bull of Mayo is probably going to look to get crit traps out. I do believe they're resetting this, so
Yeah, it looks
yeah.
like re-exec coming in.
Yeah,
But yeah, speaking of, Nursey's still going to be on crits, I believe. Yeah, on
yeah,
crits right now.
for the
So
Bull of Mayo traps. They always do this. They put crit stickies down pretty much, and very hard to play, like complicated to check places that just slow down your sack or slow down the card by a few seconds. They're really the only team that does it frequently, and I think it's interesting because you'll notice Bullmail just puts them like everywhere really. Well, like one scattered here, one scattered there. Might get a stray kill that'll slow down the cart. Might get something good. And we'll see Nursey get ferried back and switch to Uber before the round starts off. Starting off this point, I want to see where Jacob decides to play, because the spy feeding information on who's stacking from where the sniper's peeking, could be very important. It does look like he's going to set up in that house over there, pretty standard. And for rewind on this offense here, I want to see what they're going to do with their aggression, because Candy uses this very far back gun, and it's very hard to pressure without fully committing.
Callow's
So-
on crits right now.
That's interesting.
Doesn't look like he's switching off. I think they want to go for the
Yeah.
quick hook here and really just try to get in there and get off on the right foot. Not something I was expecting, but
Yeah, I hope
definitely
this is
could
called
have
out.
there's the potential to go big. He was on it at 12 seconds or so, which is the time where spies really want to check it one more time. Jacob is cloak and daggered right now, just looking out. Hasn't seen Callow yet, but likely will see him before a crits comes through.
Yeah, the medic is out early here on the right side, which should signal something. Early snipe onto Pablo shouldn't do anything, but here look goes. Looks like we're ready to get this crits going. Medic drops to the bull trap.
That's four-dimensional chess that Bull is playing right there. There's really not much else
When you want to get
about
off
that.
to a hot start and immediately you come to a screeching halt. The gun does go down to get spammed by exile, so that's one caveat, but they're on a full reset here because of that. Candy now getting a lot more mileage out of this first hold than they normally would be looking to do.
Yeah, we see Demento all the way back on first, watching for those spawners to come back up. Callow is back out again. Is he still on the crits? He's not. He's back off on Uber. Evil's going to get caught out by Etney on the little deck right there. Space Ghost landing a kill onto Carson means that all of these kills are just overwhelmingly KD favor, but Rain able to get in and land a rocket, takes out Bull. That demo going down, it will be big as the gun goes down as well. Candy is still holding on to this Uber, and Scratchy's not going to be able to rebuild it, actually. More frags going into Candy's favor again, but I believe that's the conch
here.
popped out here. Rain's going to get in. Nursey, though, holds on to the Uber pop only at the last moment as Exile goes down. That sticky would have dropped her if he didn't die when he did.
Yeah, this has been a very unusual first Borneo first, where teams are just keen to take like Uber exchanges. Here's the Uber out from Rewind here, clean up Etney, and it looks like Candy will retreat after that one. Again, a lot more mileage out of that hold than they probably were expecting. But Space Ghost on a 5k right now, really slowing down this push as well as the Candy looks to set up in the house and with their gun and corn. Early bomb from Rain tries to get the engineer killed early. He will not get anything. He gets the gun, but engineer lives and the setup will be coming through here.
No, Rain does get the gun, actually. It looks like it has gone down. Yeah, so Banny and Etney now just on spawns as well, coming back in. Exa on cart gonna get hit with that Rap Assassin ball going down, but Space Ghost gets revolvered out in the backside.
Chinatown got stabbed by Jacob.
The big kill coming in from Jacob, really the one that matters there. Gonna put that Uber building to a halt. Not sure what percentage he was at, but he must have been fairly close, and the second hold is gonna settle in, and this can be a really tough one to break.
Yeah, right now they need to look to keep this gun from getting fully leveled to 3, which is what they're doing here with the aggressive demo soldier on the ramp. Poor Scratchy just rebuilding over and over trying to get that. So what Rewind needs to do is they need to find the sniper. They need to find Space Ghost here, who's on this massive early game tear, take him out so that they can now cross to Cart. Because Cart is already halfway up the bridge or more. So if they want to look to get aggressive without Uber, they really just need to kill Sniper and then walk up aggressively together as a team.
Yeah, Evil going in was called out by Oblivion. Got a little bit of damage onto Nursey, but nothing that she won't regen back up. Pablo touches the cart, inches it up a little bit further, as a lot of Rewind is getting forward in front of this garage right now. But all the damage coming out from Bull, gonna hit all of them low, and Callow's gonna go down to him directly. Oblivion and the rest of Candy following up on more frags, though, so every one step forward, it feels like, already for Rewind. They're taking 2 to 3 steps back. Etney is going to pop that battalion to take out Pablo, and they're just not able to find any ways into here.
Yeah, it looks like their setup for like getting ready to push their staging area was just not secured. They just get walked in on really. They weren't expecting it. They get killed and reset again. So, still trying to get an Uber to actually push with here or rewind.
Yeah, they will find picks onto the flank right now. Nursey still sitting comfy on 100%, and Carson going for the gun gets taken out by Demento, so allowing that to be kept up is very big on their side. Spam coming in, going to do a little bit of damage, but Pablo gets on the card, able to sneak it up the rest of the bridge. It's almost at the top now to the point where Evil can
Great
maybe
snipe.
tap it in. But yeah, Shay finally going to take out Space Ghost on again on that early game tear. Gun is low, getting healed back up, and Exile should maybe get spam on it. Yeah, it does take it out as we see again Manny going there too. So Shay finally finding some picks to answer. Rain and Evil are going to be the counter frags right now, but they're all getting on card. Uber gets popped out from Callow. Exile's walking forward. Nursey will use in return. Space Ghost going to be the only frag bounce so far right now, as the red Uber is way better. X is getting chased back into tunnel, and the frags are all going in K&D's favor. The card is inches away right now, but it looks like they won't cap yet.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I told what I said everyone should be doing is, once they get that sniper pick, Shay does snipe Nursey. That's very big. Now force Candy to back out here. And yeah, everyone got the card, but when the sniper goes
Oh,
down,
bomb from Eddie in on Callow. No, almost
Not
takes
getting
him out, but good
Yeah,
serve
so-
by Callow.
so when the sniper goes down, you want to push. They pushed everyone through ramp, right? And because of that, Candy had to back up from Corn, and they actually had to get out of position to hold. And all the cleanup kills do go in Rewind's favor as they do cap second here. A bit sloppy. 4:45 is not quick by any means. It's not unsalvageable though. So they are looking to set up here, stage on third. They will have a pretty sizable Uber advantage to push with. And once the cart gets close to that big house, we can look for them to start going. Evil with an entry pick for flank. They're gonna start walking up here.
Yeah, they do have. They're going in top
Ooh,
right
dropped.
very quickly, which is nice. But oh, Jacob coming in finds the sniper and the med. So no Uber gonna be in there. Exile forced to just halt his aggression entirely. Jacob coming in from behind will finally get taken out, but it's pretty much a disaster here. Although there have been a lot of kills actually going over to Rewind in this post, but Nursey's sitting on 75%. She will have before Cal is able to really even get back in and start healing players. He's alone right now. Only finds Shay to start healing now, and again, just feels again one step forward, two steps back as they get that Uber ad. They get second, but Callow goes down and they're not able to use it.
Yeah, it looked like they just got too ahead of themselves. They realized, wait, we have second. We can run in on Candy here before they're set up on third. We have an Uber advantage. They just forgot their basics. They forgot to, make sure they weren't going to get backstabbed. They forgot to make sure their players are in the right place. Good snipe onto the Pyro. That should let the Dome Man peek in here to try to get some spam in. And it looks like they are trying to get aggressive with that spam, trying to just see what they can do, as they're just waiting for this Uber to get charged.
One thing though is that pushing through that top right side when the Pyro is alive is always really risky because he's the option of just air blasting you back down to the first floor. With Oblivion going down, I would have really liked to see them actually immediately call the rotate to go back to that right side and just try dry aggroing that because you don't have that threat of having your entire push ruined. Callow has come back up to 75% already as he is dropping players left and right. Well, not really his fault, but they're going down and he's going to be coming up on Uber. They'll have to go in with this soon if they want to get a decent time on this point.
Yeah, waiting on 3 spawns, including 2 cart pushes and your sniper right now, so they will look to go in this left side here again. Oblivion is up, so we'll have to see how this gets called and how the rotations come out.
Yeah, they're getting in. The Uber is going to be used out right now. Pablo's getting in really aggressive. Nursey will pop off in time, and they're just retreating all the way back here. Not even going to find any kills, only the dispenser to go down. Bandy gets taken out of the post, almost picking off Chinatown, but not able to really find any ground in on this third house right now. Shay gets stabbed down on the back end. Pablo's gone down to the gun. Etney will be the trade frag, but just more kills coming back in. Space Ghost lands the shot onto Evil. Carson loses the heavy. Rain going down on flank. Callow gets blown back, still taking damage here, and again, just no ways into this house.
Yeah, they did manage to get the gun on the back end of that, so that will have to get rebuilt as Space Ghost rotates to watch this left side. Rewind will have to rotate out of that. And Ubers are very dead even right here, so we'll have to see where they decide to take this one. Left didn't work that well. They managed to get the gun at the tail end of it, but they never really got in on the point. Shay early snipe with the Space Ghost. Looks like everyone trying to just aggress here, left here.
Gets Nursey, grows in for the God shot, will be taken out, but more than a worthwhile trade. Able to just walk in and get in there. Balls of steel to take that shot and hit it. The rest of Candy's combo is going to drop very quickly after. So Shay showing why he's in the grand finals, coming in, getting his team this third point through sheer force of will.
Yeah, and sometimes when your team's not having the best of times, the hero plays could really be what you need to if you're able to try to go for those. Shea manages to get a huge advantage for his team. They will have full Uber here on the left. So again, once Paulo's able to get this card up, Rewind's going to be looking to get in here early. Hopefully this time they protect their medic enough so they actually get the Uber off. But things are looking up here. 8 minutes 20 is pretty. It's pretty good. It's okay. We'll have to see if they can cap this within like the 10-11 minute range, which is respectable in Borneo.
Yeah, if they can get under 10 here, I think that would be very good for them, considering how long second took them here. Card is getting pushed up to just about the point where, you can't get it much further
Early
without
Uber.
a push going off. But yeah, they are in very early. Exile's going to get the gut immediately. Nursey on 80%. No frags coming through yet, though. Callow's going to be forced out. Banny's the only one down so far. The card is starting to get forward. Oblivion getting sniped out means no pyro. No
Candy's
big
out of
denial.
position.
Scratchy back on minis. Yeah, they're getting it in. Bull gets sniped out by Shay. Nursey will pop her Uber, but it's only onto the sniper. Space
Great,
is doing
Pablo.
all he can. Just try to get anything, but Pablo's just been on the card, and it's going to go in for a 9-minute time.
Yeah, 9 minutes is definitely way above what we expected from them after that rough first and second push, or first and second hold rather. So that last push was so interesting because Nursey got Candy voluntarily gave up most of the ground in last. They said we can wait for Uber and push back out of there once we have it. Rewind used earlier. They're like, let's just not contest it. The gun got taken down, and the only player they lost was Banny. But because of Candy backing up and giving all that ground for free, they were all out of position. So when it was time to come collapse on the cart, they were all just getting picked off. Borneo got sniped before he could get, that Uber flash. Pablo got a great cleanup kill on Etney on the cart that allowed him to just uncontestedly roll it in there. And 9-10, definitely very above what we were expecting after the rough start. So we'll have to see if Candy can, match that really or do better.
Yeah, major props to Shay there. I mean, again, we saw him struggle a little bit through first and second, not able to find too many openings, but once they got into third, he got that absolutely crucial pick onto Nursey, and then again was able to just go in on that last. I think found 2 or 3 kills in that last point, and was able to just, once you can thin out those numbers, it's so useful to kind of get back in there. Callow and Exile did a really good job of kiting back out as well, while still being able to apply pressure to that deck. But as we come back in here, it looks like we will see crit traps up for red, just like K&D did. Let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, these are a lot more concentrated around the tunnel area. Early snipe from Shay, these defensive snipers definitely having an advantage over the offensive counterparts. As it looks like Candy are going for early aggression. Zukima gets caught out from that early before he could get around. Bandy with the bonk in just to scout the gun. He will get forced back. Evil stabs Scratch. He still has to cart pusher down.
They find Shay though, which is going to be big. Not having that sniper there. When you're on offense here, your spawns are so short and you're so close to the point. If you can trade 4 people for a sniper, that's pretty much a winning deal for you on offense. Whether or not they'll be able to do something off of it remains to be seen.
Yeah, Shay will likely just take the teleport and get back, but Space Ghost does have a few seconds of uncontested sniping time here. We'll have to see if he can get a pick.
Nursey out of spawn. They're going aggressive here. She's already really far forward.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Ruin have any advanced notice on this, and Candy will get to walk around the corner for free. This is really the first obstacle to getting around is getting up this low ground corner. Borneo just looking to spam over as no Uber's been popped yet. The cart's can wait to get closed. Great stabs by Evil.
Yeah, gonna take out kills. Shay though going down again. Jacob all the way out in the backfield. Banny bonked behind as well. Gonna be a threat here. May find Exa actually. Runs in from behind. Yeah, takes out the engineer. Oh, just so many players down on the side of red right now. Callow, it looks like, still has his Uber. Nursey used, but they're down a lot. Can they find anything with it? The kills are going to start coming onto Zukima. Etney low should go down as well. Nursey's going to escape with her life, but it looks like Rewind is holding on to this, as tenuous as it may be.
Yeah, they use a strategy there of milking as long as possible. They dropped their engineer, they dropped their demo man, but because of that milk, they were able to just stall Candy out a bit. They don't really need the players to back out. They just need to make sure their mech backs out. So Spy here on demo man, if they get this, gets the engineer, actually can't set up.
That's going to be big, just because that gun is so good at denying car pressure. Bull already aggro alone right now, trying to get spam into Corn. Space Ghost getting aggro as well. Won't find anything. Shay, though, takes out Zukima, so no heavy means you don't have that rock on card. Able to prevent aggressors coming in. Etney's going to get a nice arrow from Nursey while in the air to not crater there. And just waiting again right now. Uber ad for Callow.
Shay's dead. We'll have to see if Candy walk up middle here with that sniper being down and no gun to contest.
Yeah, Space Ghost running in right now. Going to try to get a God shot. Misses it onto Callow. Unable to repeat what Shay did. Maybe gets a second round on it. Nah, still not going to be able to find it, as they are kind of flooding into Corn right now. Nursey coming up on Uber again right now. they're 3 down on Rewind, only banning. Ubers are going to get traded out right now. More flashes on the red side as Bull is getting a full solo here. Oblivion does get a flash as Callow is forced to back out of Corn into this uncomfortable backfield. Jacob on the revolver tries to take him out, unable to find him, comes back in again. Callow hits a surf though and goes down to the revolver. So Jacob doing a great job of baiting aggression that fight. Some frags did go down onto K&D, but Nursey and Bull still alive, so they may be able to cap this cart right here.
Yeah, very scrappy fight coming in as everyone got spread out. X's gun wasn't up to defend anything, so there was no really structure the offense had to take. They just walked in, took what kills they could get. Off the backside, they do get picked. Their Delman does get picked off, so it looks like they will have to kind of get ready for another push coming in here. It should be a soft hold coming out on the concrete side for Rewind, as they can't really cross to Corn with the sniper watching. So we'll have to see how much effort this is actually going to take, because this is basically borrowed time. You know, they lost second fair and square. Good snipe from Shay on Space Ghost. Another defensive sniper can ring true here, maybe.
Yeah, Edney coming in with a bomb. Gonna come in, take out River and Shay. No reflex going through. Tsukima on this cliff takes some damage, but will stay alive as the cart gets pushed up the bridge right now. Jacob coming in, takes out Rain as well. So there's a lot down on red. We see Carson doing his best, but yeah, they are going to have to hightail it out of second as the cap will go through.
XL
Roughly,
dies.
yeah, XL goes down. It is going to be
Nursey
just
popped.
Carson. Oh, she got forced. That's
Okay,
going to be really big. River stuffing this Uber right now. Pablo will be the sacrifice here, but I don't think Manny's going to be able to get in on Callow. So
Yeah, full
Uber
Uber
coming
advantage.
into third, a bit of a blessing as they have about 5 minutes to hold this, which is only slightly longer than the time that they put up. So still a little bit of a difficult situation for them, but could be a lot worse.
Yeah, right now, Shay with the pick on Oblivion, that's not that big, but what Candy needs to be looking to do here is just try to like get any pressure they can while this Uber's charging, while the cart is getting up to, you know, the kind of point where you need to take the upper to get it pushed further. So Bowl of Mayo and does go in to try to get
Finds 3
spam.
kills though.
Yeah. So that's the aggression coming on the right side. So because of that, now there's like waiting to get this Uber. Nursey has 65%. They have some like entry picks to work their way in. So once they get this Uber, they're going to be looking to go very quickly.
Yeah, all the numbers have come back up, though, thankfully for Rewind here. 4.5 minutes remaining on the clock. Both starting to spam into that upper right area, trying to get some ground. Etney now walking in, gonna hit some rockets onto Exile before being forced back. And yeah, Nursey has Uber right now, so she is going to use pretty early right now. Is the Pyro going to be able to do anything here? Evil's going down. Bull getting slammed a little bit. Shay gets taken out as well. Tsukima getting wrangled. Good job by Exa there to find him. And yeah, the Air Blasts are coming through. No ground for K&D able to be found on this push right now. Although they do have numbers in their favor in this post. And here comes Oblivion running in, getting damage onto everyone. He's going to take out Callow. River XL going down as well. Frags going over for Rewind, but more for K&D. Rain not going to be able to get the full pack, and it's nearly a wipe for Rewind right there, as just Candy running in. We're not able to, the Rewind wasn't able to kill them fast enough.
Yeah, so what happened there was Exa kept his gun wrangle on cart, so it couldn't clean up their combo top left. So Oblivion got to walk in for free and really just walk the players of Rewind's defense down. They do manage to take that point, and 3.5 minutes is definitely a very good time bank coming into pushing this Borneo last. We'll have to see how well that Rewind can hold it. They will be at a somewhat hefty Uber disadvantage. It likely will come into play here, we'll see. So once this card gets up, Nursey will have Uber. So we'll have to see. It looks like they're going to take it far left and try to get that high ground before the engineer can get his gun set up. It is level 3, but it's not on the crate, so it'll have a hard time seeing far left.
Yeah, they're getting up on this bridge already. Nursey going to be using here. It's up to River to block it. Bull going to get launched off. Good for him. River has to drop down, though, so the rest of it won't be denied. Tsukima up on the ground right now, getting in on this gun, and the rest of the Rewind combo. Frags are all going in K&D's favor right now, it looks like. Tsukima finally goes down, but no, the collapse ends up being really strong. Exile able to stay alive and get that damage back in. Nursey going to go down. The really quick push not going to work out for them, and Callow going to find himself sitting on full ad.
Yeah, 2 big things here as a result of that. Full Uber advantage for the Rewind's defense here, Exa can set up. Second, Candy, during that push, they didn't have anyone on cart. It's still sitting in main, which is very far back, because when you think about it, if the push comes in and you still need to get the cart from the beginning to the end of the last room, then that adds an extra like 10-15 seconds to your push time.
Yeah, no, they just didn't have anyone there. Bull going to try to feed in for something going down Tsukima as well. They know that if Nursey doesn't have Uber, they're essentially in garbage time right now, and any of their deaths don't really matter as long as she's able to keep building that Uber. They're trying to, push in on their own right side again. Not going to find too much, it looks like. Space Ghost coming in here. Going to try to maybe get a cheeky shot, but Shay is looking on him, making sure he won't get too aggressive.
Yeah, Evil is Cloak and Dagger, just watching every movement from Candy's combo here, calling it out, making sure his team knows where they're going to go so they can play around it. Right now, the rotate far left is coming, as Shay does get a snipe on Space Ghost because of it. And right now, again, it's Uber v Uber. Nursey has the Uber up, but they want to wait for their players up before they go in here.
Yeah, taking a 9v9 into Borneo last is almost never a good situation for you. They want to find some advantage, be it just a sap on the gun, a sniper pick, something that they can work off of. Shay going to be getting up on the fence as it looks like Candy is rotating over to their own left side right now. Bull is going to be in this sight line. Nursey forced to use really early.
That's
Actually,
not even
Bull's
going to get
try
to the gun.
jump forward. Yeah, they may find Carson here. He's going to try to surf out with the fists. Will finally go down. Shay and Evil also going to go down as well, but Callow has his own Uber right now. Oblivion in very deep on the spawn will eventually get taken out. Oblivion and Space Ghost as well, so frags are about even right now. The repush coming out of Candy doesn't seem to be working as Bowl goes down. No demo. The cart is getting pushed up right now, and Exa doesn't have a gun, so Exile's going to have to spend them off, but he's going to be able to do that. Banny running in now, trying to find something, not going to do anything. Gun gets or takes them out, and Rewind continues to hold them, only 45 seconds remaining.
Yeah, really great play on the cart by Rain there to take out Bowl of Mayo and just delay the cart. Once again, it only goes to about those 2 pillars, so that's about, slightly under halfway. That cart through last. And with Exa's gun, it keeps going down without actually getting much damage done or getting much distraction done. Like, it just gets wrangled and then killed. Jacob looking at tap cart a bit further, stop it from rolling back, essential for the spy to do on this last point. And it will be an Uber v Uber situation. I see 20%. I don't think it'll be in, but Exile goes down the left side from aggressive flank play. We'll have to see if he can't get the super in time.
Frags
10%.
are all in Rewind's favor, though. Yeah, Kylo sitting at 95. The cart isn't close enough yet. All they have to do is just pop and get on it. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're all sitting on it. They are protecting their castle. K&D is wiping. And 3, 2, 1, Rewind are going to come out and take the first half of the grand finals.
Yeah, very impressive Rewind's hold there, but look at K&D where it's kind of lost on how to really push that last point without a blatant advantage. Like the gun, it wasn't getting kills, it wasn't doing much damage, but it was soaking up half the Uber. The Ubers came in very early from K&D every time, so it got the Ubers, all they did was really take out the gun at the tail end of them, and then they got some flank cleanup frags. But after that, Rewind's Ubers were very clean. They kept their core members alive. They didn't lose people needlessly, and they do manage to defend that cart all the way through. 9-minute 20 time does pay off as they get the first round in this grand finals.
Yeah, definitely a good thing to start out with them, meaning my 2-0 prediction was already wrong. Not that I have an issue with that. I'm looking forward to see how this plays out. Interesting, though, that K&D picked this map, because you'd expect that they would have been a little bit more solid at it, just having better ways to push into last, because that was essentially a 4-minute last hold, and I do think that one big thing is that Callow and Exile really played those fights really well in terms of always being in a position to do something, but moreover, the flank or the pick classes on Rewind were always able to pick off Bull in those post-Ubers when he can be so dangerous. So without that demo there, creating havoc and finding those kills, K&D really just seemed to fall apart, it looked like.
Yeah, you can attribute it to really good gameplay from Rewind and also partially towards mispositioning from K&D. Bull of Mayo should not really be the one on the card at the end there. He just gets clapped on by the flank and killed. New round coming in. Regardless of, that, K&D are now on the back foot here. They have to take 2 rounds in a row to take this Borneo map, which was their map pick coming in here. It will be Rewind defending first this time. So we'll have to see if K&D can make it all the way through the map and, kind of clean up that last push, see if they can get a better time. So if 9:20 came in as the first winning time, that was close for both teams. I think it's fair to say around 9 minutes is what we could expect from these teams coming again. So we'll have to see if Candy can do any major improvements other than their last push being slow. I want to see if they can kind of manage their players and post Ubers a bit more, because on second when they lose players at the end of it, they lost an extra 30 seconds. Just trying to break the soft hold on concrete. So there's definitely areas that both these teams can clean up on. Candy get their first crack at the map here on this round.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, though, if we saw the winning times after this round be, at least a minute or two shorter than 9 minutes. The crit stinkers are going to get popped early, looking for Demento, not even going to find him, as here comes Bull in on the parachute, sacking for, it looks like that's the soldier, not going to find Rain. Jacob going down, Bull going down as well, so nothing off of that initial sack wave. At least they got Shay last time, but not today. We will be seeing some aggression early from them as they get onto this corner. Nursey's still on spawn, though, so it's likely not going to be a full commit.
Yeah, when they have their sniper up, Rewind takes a much more aggressive stance on this first, it seems. They're actually out on the platform, and because that space, or Shade gets another snipe onto Space Ghost, just stalling for time, Banny does go down. So it definitely looks a lot more solid for Rewind here, but it's only first.
Yeah, not too much going on. Still, really, no kills onto Rewind for K&D right now, as it looks like they've found a bit of momentum. Shay on the tree, gonna try to find a shot onto Bull, takes him out. Very quality pick, especially with the Nursey now out of spawn. Gonna stall that push by at least 10 seconds or so. Rain gonna get reflected, going for an early force on Nursey. But here comes Evil now, gonna be found out by Obliv. Will escape for now, gets his bicycle pop as Obliv chases him all the way into house, and he will take out the Pyro, actually. Great play from Evil. Not going to burn
Stop
out
on
either,
Tazuki.
but
So Candy hasn't had their combo together yet once. So we'll have to see if they decide to just go in with Demo Man only. It looks like so they will do. Get snide here though.
yeah,
Pyro.
Callow will end up using, but it's pretty late, so River's going to have a lot of extra time to kind of run in here. They're all getting aggressive. Here comes Rain, trying to find Nursey. Oblivion going to hit the first
Gets him.
reflect, but not the second as she goes down. And first, turning out to be a bit of a power point for Rewind right now, it looks like.
Yeah, the only kill going through though was the engineer, so that's crucial. The gun does go down, and looks like Rewind are keen to say that is good. That is definitely good enough for our first hold. You can take that. We will get set up in corn here.
Yeah, they are going to back out. Not too much lost. 150 through first. Pretty much the same time all three offensive halves, but Space Ghost finding the
Crucial
pick
pick
onto
here.
Shay early. Really going to open up so much space for them. Callow has Uber ad, but he's only sitting at 60% right now, so K&D could potentially dry push. Space Ghost going to get caught out by Carson. Exile the opposite trade, though, as both snipers find someone. No demo on defense going to be big, and the flank on K&D is trapping the rest of Rewind in corn right now. They're behind them. Callow's in a dangerous spot. He's going to go down to the flank pressure. Banny, the only one surviving out of those four players, but the cart has been pushed all the way up second, and despite having Uber disad, Candy's coming up really big to make this push work.
Yeah, X's gun there, because of him going down first, it wasn't there to deny Candy from walking main, which is really hurt Rewind on the second point, not having the gun. So with that, Candy does take a 2.5 minute time. That is definitely much faster than either team could do in the first round. Very advantageous for Nursey here. We'll have to see how fast Candy want to take this in. Of course, you do have to wait for the cart to make it from tunnel to the third house.
Yeah, just again, huge, almost full Uber ad, especially because Callow wasn't able to heal after he spawned thanks to that long walk into third. They are trying to get set up right now, but I'm not too sure how well they'll be able to hold into this against the full Uber from K&D. Would really like to see River try to air blast Bull down into that pit right there. Jump's going to come in. River gets launched, though. He's not able to knock anyone off, and he falls down, actually, I believe. So Callow being forced to play out on the outside of the house right now. K&D getting all the cart time that they could possibly want as X's gun has gone down. River trying to get some ground back in, but he's going to be forced out. And it looks like the third hold, or at least the household, has been broken, but Candy hasn't capped yet.
Yeah, everyone want to try to walk back into this house on the second floor, but high ground being held right now by Candy's combos. The Uber does come in. They do try to reclaim with it. They will take out two combo members as Evil stabs Space Ghost, so they will be able to walk back in here.
Yeah, Kyle, though, on the ground. Zukima's going to get bottled out by Exile, finding the pick right now. So third, yeah, being held onto. Didn't know if they'd be able to do it, but
Calorie was
Jacob.
down.
Yeah, coming in that post fight takes down Kyle. Banny going to take out Shay as well in the backline. Still alive, actually. Runs back out to third. So feels like K&D should come in with this soon, but I said that before and they didn't get it. So only
Yeah, but this time
will
there's
tell.
no Uber, and it looks like everyone are committing to the soft third holder. You just kind of hold the top of the ramp, try to deny as much as possible for as long as possible. It's not solid, but it can buy you an extra 30 seconds, much like the soft hold on concrete.
I really like this hold because I think it used to get played a little bit more than it did, and it can be really effective against a team not knowing how to push into it. Shay going to find a pick onto Bull to help out this hold. The point will get capped right now, and yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to hard commit to this. So the gun gets pulled. Kylo going to be forced to get out of main, will safely make it into last. The gun as well. So guess another, 30 seconds milked off of that maybe, which again isn't too much. 4.5 through
Very
third.
good time through three.
Yeah, definitely. We saw Rewind put that up just through second in that last half. So if K&D's going to be able to cap last, and really the next 4.5 minutes, it feels like they'll be in a very good spot to even this map back up.
Yeah, and a crucial thing that actually got his gun fully out. He does manage to set it up on barrels, which is essential for distracting the Uber as Candy are in here.
Yeah, they're not even Ubering yet, but the gun's going to be taken out. They're just all flooding cart right now. Callow's going to use, but they might just get air blasted off a cart. They're going to stop it for now. They've found most of the kills, but that cart is inches away from being capped. Jacob is dead right now, so no immediate threats of a back cap, but someone's going to need to stand on that thing because he's back up, and he's going for that cart.
I really, really love the play by Candy there to just say we're stacking everybody on cart. They stacked 9 players, 8 players, because Nursey still has Uber, right? They stacked 8 players on cart and said, get this as far as possible. Because of that, Rewind has to just wait until they're already close and then collapse them together. But this cart's already there, and now they have a full Uber advantage.
Jacob's in. He finds Exiled, so no demo. Carson's getting rushed on cart. Nursey uses her Uber. They're going to have to take him out eventually. He will go down. Rain's going to be able to stall it now, but the kills are going in Rewind's favor right now. Jacob coming in on cart, going to be taken out, so it rolls back a little bit. Not able to cap it in. Oh, yeah, and Nursey's going to
counter-sniped.
Both snipers finding the meds in short order means that we're going to see a lot of corpses in this last room right now. But most importantly, the cart is not one of them. That wasn't the best analogy I could have said, but yeah, it rolled back a little bit too, thankfully for Rewind, so Carson can play on it without being directly on that open pit. Jacob, though, coming in from behind onto it.
Someone watch his back, please.
Oh, no one... Carson's going to go down, but here comes Etney bombing in on Rain. They're forced to drop down again. Etney's finally going to go down, but doesn't look like
Mayo's a target here.
Yeah, he's going to go down
Reflect
too.
piped!
Continually finding this demo is what Rewind's been doing in order to win, and Exile is raining havoc down from this upper area. Tsukima caught close right now, gonna go on a secret agent mission into the cart. River blasts him off, but Jacob's in onto it. He's gonna stab Exa, and oh, there comes Rain, and the rest of Rewind all drop down on it. That cart is halfway over the glass. One fraction of a second, and it may have been tapped in, but Rewind miraculously still holding into this. This.
Very, very scrappy fight. Sometimes the scrappy last holds are the ones that last the longest, so we'll have to see how long Rewind can keep this clown show going, really. They do not have a gun set up yet. The Uber v Uber.
Jacob gets caught out. The cart's only got 4 seconds left on it. It's going to start rolling back.
Yeah, and Spy's not here to tap it. No one else can really run in here. Exa has swapped to minis because of how chaotic this hold is. Carson goes down to a snipe, though. So it's not enough to push in on, but
Bull
maybe
goes
they
down
could try
too,
to get
though,
the cart.
so no demo going to be in on a potential Uber here. Rain's going to be forced to sit on cart in Carson's stead until he respawns. Exa going down, though, not what you want to see, but thankfully that damage is minimized since he's on those mini sentries. The cart, though, has rolled back a substantial amount. Yeah, Banny going to get on it. Stops the rolling back, but
Carson stopped again.
Oh, Space Ghost able to rack off shots over in his right side. No one on cart yet, though. Exa going to be respawning back up with another mini, it looks like. And it is just stalemate havoc right now as no one's able to find any definitive ground on anyone else.
Yeah, Sniper out here as
Uber gets popped out of
K&D
K&D, though. Yeah, they're getting in onto it. Bull on that cart, but he's Ubered, so nothing's happening. Nursey gets launched out. Callow's going to pop his Uber in return. Oblivion going to make sure he gets stuffed out. Banny gets that cart a little bit closer. Bull on his own on the left side. Going to be found by Shay with a great shot. Carson back onto cart after getting sniped twice in a row. And this last hold just keeps delivering.
Yeah, no Space Ghost alive there means that Rewind are free to walk on the cart as they please to defend it. Carson now back crouched behind it. Should not be able to get sniped from here. They just need to watch for that spy. As Ubers are going to be even once again. X is still on the mini sentries as this last goes for even longer. K&D need to do something different because they keep losing key players just thinking we should run in on the cart. Shay goes down, so that's a sniper advantage.
Oh, they are trying. They're trying it on their own left side right now. Damage coming out, so no Shay is going to be big. Exile goes down too. Carson's getting forced off of cart. Yeah, he will go down. The fit's not enough. Yeah, and it looks like we're going to see Exa and River get on cart right now. They're stalling it for now, but how much longer can they do it? Oblivion on it. Pablo going to hopefully take him out. Great arrow out of Callow to save his life right now. And both meds are actually, no, Nursey's close on Uber. Callow, though, only at 75%. Hasn't been building well. Uber's going to get popped out of Nursey, but yeah, it's only onto the soldier right now. So Etney gets the solo here. He's going to jump in, trying to find Callow, but no, he gets it back into spawn. Carson respawned on the cart. On it, here comes Jacob. Going to stab. No, he gets the stab, and he will
get on the cart.
In. Oh my lord, 9:30. Holy.
Yeah, and they lose that round with Callow having full Uber there, which is a definite shame. You know, that spy there's the weakness to the heavy standing on cart. You know, he can't turn around because he has to look forward to the people, you know, trying to rush at him. And 9:30, that's longer than Rewind's first push time. You know, over half of the map coming on that last point. So again, it looks like K&D are having problems pushing Borneo last. You know, the rest of the map was very clean, but they just couldn't figure out how to get Borneo last for the longest time. And because of that, you know, a fairly average time coming in again, that's very beatable for Rewind.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's less than, they pushed a 9-10 time on their own last half, so if they just match their previous offense, you know, they'll come away with this map really early, and that sets them up in a great position to try to, you know, reset the bracket here going into a potential second BO3. But, you know, K&D, though, can't count them out for nothing. Bull sitting on the bottom of the scoreboard, you know he's not happy with himself right now, and he wants to turn this around. So if he's able to, turn it on for a half, then we may see why K&D has been so dominant all season. But Rewind is just doing an absolutely fantastic job of shutting him down.
Yeah, it looks like Candy do have very prevalent issues on some of the stopwatch maps that we haven't seen them play many good teams on. As we will see the round starting here. Rewind, their destiny for this map is in their own hands, really. Very pushable time. I want to see what they want to do to try to break this early hold and get as good of a pace set as they can for the rest of this map.
Yeah, definitely. Crit traps out of bowl again. Etney and Banny actually holding aggressive in on that house, something you don't see too often anymore. Rain going in for the bomb onto Etney, not going to find him. But pretty forward play right now. Jacob up in that crazy rock spot that I believe Delbongo found a few seasons ago. Callow still in spawn, though, so again, this is just going to be kind of empty aggression right now, looking for any advantages. No serious committals. Although Callow leaving spawn right now means that Rewind could just be looking to take this quickly.
Yeah, they're on Uber this time. No crits cheese coming out. Demento does try to go for it, and he gets the drop.
Again, Callow gonna drop walking out of spawn. Unfortunate for him. In the same spot as last time, too. But they do find Scratchy's gun. Yeah. XL gonna be taken out, but Carson's in great position on this little bend right now. Gonna walk in.
Zuki's dead.
Yeah, gets a ton of damage in onto Bull, too. So the cart getting close.
Uber gets forced.
Yeah, they get the Uber, which is, really not much more you could ask for after your med dropping. They won't find the cart immediately, but River's going to get on it. Callow's back in right now, and yeah, it looks like K&D's just forced to give this up. So
that's the best first push without a medic I think I've ever seen.
That's the best first push we've seen so far this map.
Yeah.
1 minute and 15 seconds, it looks like the time is going to be about, and that's without an Uber. So Rewind really firing on all cylinders right now. The payload must have revigorated them, or invigorated them. But yeah, XL getting taken out might put a little bit of a damper on this coming second push. Still, though, Uber ad for Callow, so small, but if they build that, they can maybe get a good play in off of it.
Yeah, it's fine though, because Scratchy, no gun set up yet, so the sniper really the only thing standing in Rewind's way of walking main here. We'll have to see if Shay can win this SPS upcoming. He does.
Zukima goes down to Carson.
This is going to be an instant walk up into Corn and on ramp for them.
Yeah, they don't even.
As well.
Yeah, Callow doesn't even have Uber yet. They're just getting aggressive and already taking ground in there. Banny going down as well, as does Scratchy. Tons of frags going for Rewind, and they are just rolling right now, pushing straight up this bridge. Uber's going to get forced out of Nursey, but Callow has in return.
They want to hold this Uber. They want to hold it.
Exactly. Really good decision to just let them back out here and take that full advantage into third. Second's going to be capped, and again, really short order. About 2.5 minutes through second right now. K&D trying to get a forward hold in on this little deck right now. Callow getting pushed at, still milking this Uber, not fearing Oblivion. Will get forced now, but he has dropped a decent number of players. They are coming back in, and the Oblivion takes out Rain before going down. So that full ad not going to amount to much as
Banny's on able. Callow.
Can he get him now?
1 HP on Callow.
Oh, that man has been living dangerously.
The rocket across the map.
Cross map.
Look at River, he's just staring at it.
Yeah, that's a feels bad right there, and yeah,
it's okay though because they didn't have. They would have been at an Uber to set anyway because of the late force coming in. Very big play from Oblivion and crew there to get that Uber force. That really does save Candy's third hold here coming up. So we will be on a semi reset here as Rewind really just waiting for their Uber and the cart to get up. So this is essentially dead time.
Yeah, I mean, that med death, Callow's at about 2% there, so it really only stalls his Uber by whatever his respawn timer was. So, better than when he was at 50%, but still would have liked to have seen that Uber do more to start with. But Shay going to find a leadoff pick onto Banny. So it looks like they Rewind trying to get aggressive on this right side. Exile getting deep in on the ground right now, going to be taking the floor angle to try to spam this gun. Zukima going to drop down and find him.
Yeah, Evil does get the Scratchy teleporter, so any picks here, the respawn timers are exemplified, really. So it looks like they're just looking aggressive walk-in left for Rewind.
Yeah, Carson up on the boxes right now, going to help as some frags do go over. Trades on both sides right now, but Oblivion and Enemy going to be on very long respawn timers. Space Ghost alone, trying to call out any aggression, going to miss the shot. And Exile, does land a headshot, but the Uber's going to get popped out right now. They're coming in on here. Jacob gets caught out during this, so no in-fight stabs. Nursey's going to have the better Uber, though. Carson staying in. Going to take out the gun, actually. So knew he was dead and did the most of it, but again, not too much ground for Rewind otherwise.
Yeah, great snipe onto the cart pusher there from Space Ghost. So this will be another reset coming in. They didn't really get too much ground. They got the gun, but that should get rebuilt here soon. As for, the rest of the defense from K&D here, really great job denying any aggression from the top left, and when Rewind walk in bottom right for the defensive standpoint, They really just aren't able to get enough frags.
Yeah, Bull did go down at the end of that fight, but he's going to be back in. No telly yet for Scratchy, but shouldn't matter as Bull's making it into second now. Going to pick up that full pack. Shay getting stabbed out just puts a, takes a little
Look
bit
at this aggressive
pressure
walk-in
off.
from Soldier Demo on the left. They don't have Uber, they're just looking for pressure.
Yeah, Rain gonna find some damage, but Shay getting spawn camped by Jacob, I think. Yeah, he was really far back, so no sniper. Again, the Uber's getting forced out onto Carson.
Nursey
Actually,
doesn't
they haven't.
have just yet, will shortly.
Yeah, they do have control of this third floor, though. They are going to get Cart going in. They're going to pop on Bull when he has a little bit of health left. But yeah, Carson going down. Rain as well. Can Callow make it out of this? It
Benny's
looks like... No, yeah, Benny going to find him from behind. Bit more Cart ground gained right now. X is still on it in the post here. Gets it really close. Yeah, he will go down, though. No! Not even.
Wow.
Shay lands the
Great
shot
snipe.
onto Jacob, and he's going to save his engineer. Cart very close, though, to the point where
Candy
they may
out
be
of
able
this
to just...
house.
Yeah. Getting on it, we will see the level 1 up on tracks that we saw Rewind do the same thing actually with this little bit of a soft hold, but the stickies get shot off the cart and they should cap this sooner rather than later, and it's going to give them at least 3 minutes to push last.
Yeah, that's really interesting because of the Nursey having Uber advantage, but they got forced off of the third floor.
They haven't capped yet? No, they get it. Okay.
Yeah, they do. But you see how important the third floor is on that Borneo point, because even with a better Uber, not having that high ground, they can't walk back in. As a Rewind have about as much time as KD had, 3.5 minutes to get this last
KD
point
though
capped.
looks to be committing to this forward hold, which again can be really tough to break if you don't know exactly what your kind of maneuvers are for getting around this. You have to go out to the left side, and there's a really neat spam angle you can actually get
Space Ghost is rotated far right. He will get caught here, but Benny saves his life.
Yeah, so no, he's going to save the sniper, and Frag's going down. Oblivion gets stabbed out, but otherwise all the kills going pretty much into Candy's favor. They are going to be forced to back out.
Yeah, they lose 2 players, and the second you lose any sort of control, you want to back out there.
Oh, can Space Ghost? Space Ghost really low. Going to get chased out right now. Exile in really deep, trying to find things onto Nursey. Not going to find anyone, though.
Yeah, and we have Uber v Uber, standard hold coming in as Scratchy has a full gun on barrels, level 2. That's enough. So 2.5 minutes, that's 2.5 pushes basically, 2 real Ubers, and then a chaotic last push if they need it. So it looks like
a bit of a Hail Mary. Jacob gonna blend in on his own actually, not gonna get caught out by Rain there immediately. They know he's behind, but here comes Exile with only 2 minutes left. Rewind's not gonna want to take any more time than they have to getting in here.
Yeah, Space Ghost standing watch for that right side. He is gonna rotate over to that hallway side as Rewind looking to take this Uber in far left for defensive perspective.
Yeah, they are coming in here. They are going to get forced really early. Kylo takes a lot of damage. Exile trying to get spam onto the gun. He will find the engineer, so the gun should go down in due time. Very low right now. Yeah, will go down as they do have players on cart. Exa getting a level 1 up on the cart will go down. Zukima getting hit low. Forced to back up right now. The cart has made it to the pillars, but it looks like, Bull gets sniped out. That could be a very big pick going forward. Kylo running onto cart. Going to be surrounded by a bunch of players. Yeah, will burn out, it looks like. Maybe, maybe not. Still alive somehow. Etney not able to find the rocket.
That's so big that he lives there, because now they will get another Uber in addition to the chaos push coming in. As the cart gets about to those double pillars, which is, Borneo last is really a multi-push point where the first push to get the cart to those pillars is kind of required, really, because of how far away it starts from the point when you need to Uber. So we will see that come in. Rewind have really one good shot here at this push. We'll have to see if they can take the ground.
Yeah, Scratchy's gun just hitting level 2. The cart, though, is rolling back. Space Ghost, getting stabbed out. Gonna be really big to lead this off. He will go down, but definitely a worthwhile trade. Exile running in here. Uber's gonna get popped out earlier than I think it might have needed to. Spam coming out right now. Gonna get damage on the gun, but
great
not too
snipe
much.
on the Zukima.
Yeah, sniped out. The gun not dead yet, but will go down. Bull down as well. Nursey drops him in the Uber. Pablo
Oblivion and Scratchy really
up. Yeah, it's just Oblivion on car right now. Nursey with the Uber running onto it on her own, but it's not going to be enough. And Rewind are going to take Borneo in a 2-0.
2-0. Great push coming in from Rewind there, but I can't help but question Candy's positioning. We see in that fight, the sniper gets stabbed. That really shouldn't happen on the last. There's only so many places Spike and Decloak. Their heavy gets sniped, so he can't drop onto cart. They lose Bowl of Mare to sniper. Great plays by Shay there to really give his team every advantage they need. Pick classes for Rewind, really, giving them the entries they need to take this ground quickly.
And
they do take the 2-0.
Yeah, we mentioned in the lead-in that, Space Ghost is one of those weaknesses, but it looks like Nursey and Bull are playing uncharacteristically, staggered right now, where Bull is dead so often in these fights, and it felt like Nursey had Uber there. She could have saved him, and I don't know if it was just Exile, being tricky with his stickies, or just not noticing, his health well enough. But it feels like in almost all of these fights, they just don't have a demo man, and Bull I think is arguably the best demo man in Invite right now. And if he's not alive, I mean, I don't want to, we don't know enough to blame it on him or Nursey or other circumstances, but like something needs to be done about that, because we're moving into Steel where,
Yeah, there's 2 more stopwatch maps.
you not
You
only
gotta get
yeah,
defenses in order.
and on top of that, Steel is the map with the longest defensive respawn times in the game. You drop Bolin and Uber, he's not coming up for another 26 seconds, it feels like.
Yeah, Bull
You
of
know,
Mayo on that round, if we have stats, he top death his team other than Spy and Scout, which is Cart Pusher and Spy. So Demoman definitely should not be dying that much. There's something off about their communication with each other that really needs to change if they want to see take any of these stopwatch maps.
yeah, and I mean, interestingly enough, we see K&D out fragging Rewind. We have them with, more Ubers, more heals, more frags. Like, Nursey has less deaths. You'd think that they did enough, but really just not going to end up being that way.
Yeah, just a lack of, team cohesion coming into these trickier points. Borneo last notorious for being a hard map to get into and to position yourself in to, really get the post-fight cleanup. And it looks like they just, they aren't making sure that their players are in those positions.
Yeah, interesting again. I want to go back to 2 weeks ago when we saw Rewind take out Space Force. Pablo in that was, I guess, what, winners, the first round of playoffs, where Pablo said that they thought that they lost to Candy in the regular season because they were getting out coordinated, and he felt confident going into last week's matchup, that being the upper bracket finals, that they had improved enough as a team to where their coordination could match K&D's, but we just didn't see it last week. This week, though, I don't know if it's them, I don't know if, I mean, obviously I think Rewind's going to be stronger with Carson on heavy than without him, but it does feel like K&D's playing just uncharacteristically, whack. And I don't know if that's due to their coordination just having improved to the point where they can force those errors, or it's just K&D messing up on their own and Rewind taking advantage of it, but they're looking really good tonight.
I think it could just really be the map type because, even if Rewind were coordinated last week, you don't really see that as much on, the maps like Viaduct. But coming in on these payload maps, you can definitely see it really ring true that they're playing as really more as a team.
Yeah, it really makes me think too about what you were saying earlier about maybe this just, all these stopwatches just being a power move on their end, trying to, peacock a bit and say, oh yeah, we can beat you in the triple cough and on the triple payload, but
Doesn't look like
already
it so
seems
far.
to have backfired. Yeah, Rewind obviously picking stopwatch I think is in their best interest after last week, but K&D, I don't know why they didn't just, go for the same maps. As a matter of fact, they banned, I believe, or no, they banned Upward actually. So I thought they were the ones that banned Lakeside, and I was going to say that would be a very big question mark, but no, it was Rewind who took that one out. As we are moving into Steel, though, so Zach, what are your? I know you've got a lot to say on this map, so
Ooh.
lay it on me.
We've definitely seen Rewind play this map very frequently, and we've seen what they like to do with getting players behind and really taking full advantage of everything the map has to offer. I don't think we've seen Candy really come out on this map against difficult opponents or frequently. So I really want to see what they have to bring here, because if Rewind comes in here with the confidence to pull off their own game, I think that we could see them take this one as well.
I mean, I guess I've got a little bit of an eye into this as I rang against Candy in the pregame, and we played them on Borneo and Steel. Would not have expected them to do as poorly on Borneo as they just did, but I can confirm that Candy at the very least knows how to play Steel. They know how to send people to the E point when they're pushing B to try to get distractions. Once they cap B, they know how to fork pressure between E and C and how to get into that. The team I was ringing on was pretty much a pug team, so not I don't want to overanalyze it, but just coming into this, I feel like K&D know how to play the map. So if they do happen to, look like they're clowning it a bit, like we saw on Borneo, just losing players at Ubers, then I think we can really say that, it's just them not playing well more so than anything map related. Since, again, they know how to run in, they know how to pull an ABE, they know how to get pressure onto that E spawn door, and they know how to hold. So I think this is going to be really interesting, especially because this is Rewind's map, and they already beat Candy on their map. Although it's not uncommon to see teams trade each other's map.
Yeah, definitely. And coming in here for this Steel match, I think it's very important to see who pushes first, because the team that is able to set a good time here, if they are, I think it's going to put a lot of pressure on the next team to really get out of their comfort zone. And if we're talking about which team I think would be better in that scenario, I do think Rewind would come out here with more confidence in that scenario. So again, really interested to see how this map plays out. As for what the class I want to really look at here, I want to see the Pyro v Pyro. Very interesting coming into the the latter half of this map more so, because if Candy aren't able to kind of like stem Rewind's aggression, it's going to be on Oblivion to really like control the flow of who can walk where in the tight choke points. And if he's unable to do that, then Rewind might just have their way with Candy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really looking at the flanks right now, since I feel like flanks can have such a huge impact on this map with just how they're applying pressure. Who's taking control of heaven on E when it's necessary, and how those flanks play around E in the early stages of the game. Again, we will be seeing Rewind starting on defense here, which I think is the advantageous side to start on. Steel is one of those maps where you can bust out very, very quick cap times if you absolutely have to. And having a clock to work against puts that pressure on you and lets you know exactly how long you have. Steel E is a minimum 30-second cap time with 5 players, maximum 70 seconds with a ×1. So like if you have that time in your head, you can work around that. Whereas when you're pushing, you don't have that live clock. You can maybe get a little bit lax in your pushing. Say, okay, well, we can wait for this Uber when you don't realize that the time is taking 5.5 minutes, 6 minutes, as you kind of cross that boundary from what is like an average cap time to something that leans on the long side.
Yeah, definitely the do or die effect, where you see the team who has a definitive finish line to get more adrenaline working, and we'll see how that pans out. Another thing I want to really look towards is I want to see, because which sniper can come out here and have a bigger impact when they need to the most. Because Steel, again, not a. Is it again? All right. So with Sniper on this map, again, it's not known typically as a high impact class that it normally is. So if we see one of these snipers able to really pop off on their defensive stands, then that could really dictate how this match flows.
Yeah, and again, Sniper not the most powerful class on Steel in the fact that you're not going to be racking up 40 kill games and sitting in a sight line other than really maybe that initial B tunnel sight line and just racking up kills. But again, I mentioned it before, Steel has those really long respawn times where I feel like on Steel, as like a defensive combo, you have like one extra life, basically. You can die on B, and you can still maybe salvage the map. But if your combo wipes on at any point after B, a good team will end the map on you. So like just being able to get that one pick where it really matters as a sniper, I feel like can mean so much.
Yeah, and coming in here with the Candy on offense first. I've not seen them play Steel. I've not, casted or seen any of their matches or scrims on Steel. So I want to see where they send their gun. Whether they want to try doing what Rewind is fond of doing and trying to get as many people behind Wishbone and putting the gun there to try to sandwich the defensive team in B. Looks like right now it's set up to kind of watch that B shutter, which is good for denying sniper peeks somewhat. But if they are just going to play standard, then I want to see what they're going to be able to do with that. Whether or not Etni and Benny know how to play Steel well enough together to apply that E pressure and get Rewind kind of thinking about what they have to do.
Exile out was just on A, shot 4 pipes and then left, I think. So, been interesting. Evil actually getting caught out here. Zukima spraying him, yeah, Eddie gonna take him out. So finding that spy
That's
pick
really
can
big,
be really
they,
big.
they can't call now who goes to E.
And another thing too, I would be careful for Space Ghost going drop down. He did that against me in the pregame. Found the shot. Always sucks when that happens, but something he has done here, and it looks like he's heading into A, looking to do it again.
Yeah, definitely looking to get that off. It'll be very impressive if he manages to get this off, as it will be their entry. Here it goes. He's gonna charge the shot first.
Yep, he's got it up, drops down, and does not
Misses.
hit it immediately. Can he get the second one? No, he won't. He will go down. Kao smartly backing up there to block that second shot behind the gun.
Yeah, and Bolomir going down means that, as well as Zukima, means that this is going to be, soft 3, so there's going to wait for respawns before they see what they can get doing. And they've sent no one over to E just yet. The doors are fully open, but no one has walked in there.
Oh, Scratchy on minis, actually. switched off, has a mini on the top of drop down. Interesting
So they're
strat.
not looking for any level 3 shenanigans, meaning they're
Space
looking
going-
to just power into B here from the front.
Space going for it again. There's stickies beneath him, but I
The
think he's
medic's
going
nowhere
for it
near
anyway.
them.
Yeah, not gonna find it. Immediately
the
gets popped.
same
so
trick doesn't work twice.
very smart play. The Uber's gonna come out though immediately
Spine
after.
on Exa.
The gun goes down. Yeah, Exa not gonna go down. Jacob getting taken out. River on the flog, so watch for that potentially after. Exile and Callow getting aggressive in that tunnel to force them out. Banny
Banny's
behind
in upper
on
here.
the bonk. Not gonna live for long though. Does eventually go down, and here comes the
Repush from
regression.
Candy.
Yeah, they are getting aggressive here. River probably close to this flog. I'm really keeping an eye on him. Yep, here it comes. He's taunting here. Etney gonna jump, get denied by the bomb. There goes the dead jump in onto Nursey. Takes out 3-4. The huge flog plays coming in off of that dead jump. Did it to me in Synthetic Pugs last night, doing it to Candy in the
Candy
match.
botting
And
in here at
Jacob
the
coming
medic.
in, beefs the stab on Callow. Had every reason to get that, but just misses it walking up beside him. And oh, that's almost a full. I think that is a full wipe
Yeah,
for K&D.
pretty
All
much.
9 going
Slightly
down.
delayed,
It looks like.
but they do get the tele and the gun down, meaning that this forward hold really isn't an option anymore with no heavy to deny high ground. Axel went flying there. I don't know how, but either
Yeah, Bonnie
way,
might
this
have
will be a
been-
soft B hold here.
Yeah, Shay gonna get taken out by Space Ghost immediately. Takes so much pressure off of that offensive team. Bull getting aggressive though, gonna get taken out. Exile finds him again. Callo tried to pop to save him, missed him. So this is gonna be a wasted Uber on their point. They're gonna get a little bit forward, but Candy rightly playing the high ground right now. The mini gonna come up from Scratchy to lock off any more aggression. X's gun still alive, but for how long is the question? Yeah, he's gonna pull it right before Jacob saps it. And it looks like Candy's gonna come in with a B cap here.
Yeah, somewhat, standard really gameplay coming in here. This should be about an average B time coming in. Neither team really making too critical errors. We see some funny flog plays, but in the end, we have a standard start to steal here. We'll have to see what Candy decides to do because they
3
can either
minutes.
pressure E. 3 minutes is
A little longer than normal, I feel like.
it's okay though. Sticky trap gets 2, so that's going to deny much aggression here coming in. And Banny trying to just walk at the dome in here will get him.
Yeah, coming in and Exile and Evil both down means that C or E is really
Benny
up
was in
to
the
K
pick
and
from
D. Yeah, we do see the fast forward flank holding in lobby right now. It looks like C is going to be the call. Nursey on that Uber. Kello only at 70 after he failed saving Exile with it.
Great force out there coming in from River.
Yeah, I don't think he actually used, that wasn't a crit flog,
Yeah,
but
normal flog.
yeah, Nursey going to be forced to back up. Nothing found off of that Uber, giving Callow ad, so good play out of him.
Space Ghost is in the window on A, so he's just locking down X's gun here, and X can't, peek to save it, so that will go down on E. We'll have to see what Candy decides to do with that pressure there, since they don't have a way into C anymore without that Uber.
Yeah, gonna see if any aggression comes out. Space Ghost gonna get caught out by Rain. The C cliff gates are open right now. Carson takes out Zukima up there, though, winning the heavy v heavy. And yeah, K&D just seems again
Here comes
to be
the pressure.
stalling a little bit. They do get 2 on that point right now. Scratchy has a mini in
Rain and the
lower.
banner is their only defense on this right now. They're gonna have to rotate people.
Yeah, they knock Demento off of it. Banny as well, gonna go up into
No, she
heaven.
died to Stickies and Wishbone.
Yeah, the Uber came out of Callow, and they found everyone in Wishbone, it looks like. A 3K coming in for Exile. More frags being found in the post. Jamaica, Demento gonna come in on the...
Jamaica. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I'm saying. That last
Banny's
Borneo
still here.
half just fried my brain.
Yeah. Oh wow, he does get River.
Yeah, didn't think he would end up escaping that, but he will. Pablo gonna go down as well. Callow getting taken out too. Banny found him, I think, on C. Banny now on Exile at 20 HP. The Wounded Warrior gonna take out Exile too. Finds a 4K for himself with no reason to. Will finally get taken out by Carson with a 3 damage bullet from the C cliffs. But K&D finally finding ground into C. No, it looks like they're gonna go back towards E.
Axa did take out Jacob on the point, so the cap is just starting now. Edney running that pain train, so he will be capping at a scout speed. It looks like right now they're just sitting Wishbone, content to really, take this E pressure. But right now they're just kind of milling around.
Oh, Nursey got stabbed out by
Yeah.
Evil. Just happened there, so that indecision kind of is really biting them here. It's the second time we've
Space
seen them
Ghost is
get really
aggressive in
big.
lobby though with Scratchy, so this setup could help them really try to pressure this E.
Yeah, I'm concerned that they don't have anyone in heaven yet, since as long as Rewind is going to be able to control their own E spawn, the ABE attempt really isn't going to work that well. I'd really like to see K&D commit to a C push here, but they're just, it looks like, refusing to.
They want E. looks
Yeah,
like.
they want it. Bull going to get pushed in there. He's really low, though. Kind of cut off from Nursey, too. He's going to have to
Here's
risk
the times
crossing.
5.
Yeah, they are getting the ×5 out, but X is in on it, trying to get some chip shot out. He will go down.
That sniper on the former defensive spawn is so threatening. Gets 2 picks, and Real have to rotate their combo here to stop this.
Yeah, Exile and Callow kind of alone on C right now. They almost have Uber. Maybe that's what they're
It's
waiting
halfway
for.
capped.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to go.
Great
Yeah,
snipe.
Callow
That's
has
gonna
now,
deny the
and
point by
Exile's
15
gonna get
seconds.
picked off. No demo in for this. It's gonna have to be a Pyro solo. River coming in, trying to do what he can. He's gonna find Scratchy, it looks like. Not even. Scratchy got the pack, and Nursey's with him. Gonna get denied off
the Air Blast
the point.
doesn't get it. This is gonna get capped.
Oh yeah, Rain coming in, gonna get blast off, and the ABE will finally come
Nursey.
through. Yeah, Nursey going into the pit, but 6.5 minutes through E's, pretty respectable there.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
definitely
like
slightly above average,
I feel
but
like
it's
they
doable.
honestly could have made it faster if they just committed to a C push earlier, and then went back to E. But 6.5 is a good time. It's not anything impossible for Rewind to push, but should give us a good benchmark of how these teams are going to play this match. Exile, or that's Bull, excuse me, on the Scottish Resistance crit traps on A
That's
right
really
now.
interesting, actually, because
did-
you just
yeah.
get those by looking at A, and then you can still have your stickies on B, then just swap off once you get them.
He ran that against us in the pregame. I didn't realize what he was doing with it. I just saw like an engineer pop up in the kill feed, and I'm like, that's funny. But it's a pretty good strategy. Some innovation we're seeing here. The meta still being progressed.
Yeah, as much as we can call that meta. Either way, I'm a bit disappointed with Rewind there because they should have adapted earlier to that pressure that KND had, because it was very clear that Rewind couldn't retake lobby. They were having trouble getting onto Heaven because of the sniper watching it. So their delayed decision making there does
Danny's
cost them
super
some time.
aggro in on A. I don't know what that was. Maybe looking for some kind of cheese kill, but he will go down, and they're gonna start coming in here, finding the traps. The traps don't matter actually. Rain finds Bull.
Wow, Doman going down early is actually really bad for them because he won't be able to set up any forward traps to stop a sniper from peeking. And we will see, because of that, Rewind looking to just get aggressive here. Exile walking through, really as far as he can.
Yeah, I mean, Bull is going to be back up in 3 seconds, so he'll be back to B by the time any push actually comes through. Pablo and Carson finding some ground in the staircase. Yeah,
First
good
obstacle is
bonk.
getting past Space Ghost here.
Yeah, good bonk actually, is they're all taking upper
They're going
right
upper.
now.
They're all going upper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Carson, gonna go down, not able to fully cross over. Pablo alone up there, gonna get taken out by Banny. Callow in a bit of a sticky situation right now. Exile barely surviving here,
Stab
and
by
there
Jacob.
comes Demento stabbing Callow out of spawn for I think the 3rd round in a row.
Yeah.
Or
really,
not a stab, but yeah, Callow drops 3 rounds in a row coming out of spawn. Granted, he hasn't lost a round yet, so I don't know if we can hold that against him. Maybe that's the secret. That's the chemical
Oh,
X.
Scratchy gets greedy to put the teleporter back upper and he dies. So this gun is going to get spammed out here as, we completely forgot. The gun is set up in Wishbone as the pressure now coming onto E. This is going to force rotations.
Yeah, something Exile really likes doing. They will take it out, but they just brought a lot of people back for it. Rewind, though, I guess not able to take advantage of it. Really, Exile, though, has a teleporter behind in Wishbone that goes unnoticed, so he can get back there anytime he
Bola
wants.
dies again.
Yeah, River alone and on this B point right now is Exile, Carson,
Exile's
and
out
Callow.
over spam. You can't get denied by other spam.
Yeah, they are going
Bull's
to take
dead.
out Scratchy's telly. Exa, yeah, still has that telly behind. I'm watching that right now. I think he's getting another level 3 built up in spawn. That's exactly what he's doing. Oh, this is going to be sneaky.
Yeah, right now, Rewind walking in. Probably gets sniped early, so that's not very good for the scout. Jacob is going to look to decloak on Chinatown again. Does get caught this time.
But here comes
Bomb
the
in.
bomb.
Does he greet it? He does, and he saves the Uber. Very
He
crucial.
didn't have it. He didn't have it anyway.
Oh,
to
he didn't
use,
have it?
So he kind of was forced to. Bull gonna get popped up there off of a pipe.
There's the
Uber's
Uber
gonna
force.
come out of Nursey. Yeah, Callow at 91 just needs to milk this a little bit. Nothing getting in on him means he will come up with this eventually. He has to back up for a pack. Still at 94, but yeah, cap time coming in on E. 4 minutes remaining means this is a bit longer of a B push than you'd like to see given that 6.5 minute time. But with Uber now, they should be able to take this.
Great pick right there. Combination of, heavy pyro spy walking at Space Ghost. So now they're free to walk up here onto this B point.
Yeah, Zukima's in upper right now. Gonna get spammed out. Here comes Jacob. Can he find Callow? He does! Finds the drop again! So Callow, 2 drops in a row. His team's gonna likely come down with B anyway. But
Ooh, great snipe. Yeah, they're definitely going to get B here because of that. Just Zuki left.
yeah, they're gonna take this. I'd really like to see someone get more forward a bit on them. Scratchy up on minis already. Carson gonna take that out. Yeah, getting Wishbone control from the start. Rain already on E right now. Gonna
Not on
block.
Pain Train.
Yeah, Space Ghost in the spawn. Can he find the shot?
They're just going for a lot of E pressure coming up here.
Yeah, they really want to get this fast. Space
Wait,
Ghost
Rain cratered in the pit. That's so sad.
Oh, but Exile
Oh,
is
so did
in.
River.
Oh, that's 2 down, fed to the pit god. Exile's going to be forced out. They do have a lot of E cap time, though, but they got a
These
lot of people
rotations,
in
they
on
should get
E.
C for free here.
Exactly. They're all coming in. Jacob's the only one here in that connector. Banny's going to go down. He's on point. Going to beef the stab onto Exile, actually. Almost finds the demo, but unable to. And yeah, this is going to be a really quick C. The Uber's going to come out.
They're going to contest it.
Yeah, Callow doesn't have, and he's kind of stuck behind right now. Going to go down to Bull. And what looked like a great decision might be tragic.
But here's E pressure in.
Finds the saw onto Carson, saves her own life. And gonna come out of that, I think, with 2 saws, 60% on her. And K&D really stepping up their game right now.
Yeah, but they do have to rotate over to deny this E cap. They have the sniper set up on the former B spawn. I really want to see Rain running Pain Train here to help this, seeing as it is their strategy to just pressure one, go the other.
Yeah, it would be nice. Carson and Callow in some very interesting ground. Callow barely escapes with his life, gets that pack in Wishbone. As Scratchy's got the mini up on Heaven right now. Looks like the Rewind going to try for C again. Nursey
yeah,
has
makes sense.
Uber,
The
though,
Pyro got rotated out.
Zukima going down actually too means that no Heavy going to come in on this. They do have Uber on K&D, but
here comes the push.
River should be able to deny this. Yeah, he's going to get in on it. No, he got knocked off the point. Callow will escape with his life. Carson, though, may be the sacrifice
He's gonna get
here.
Pyro. Should not.
Barely. No, yeah, River
end.
comes in and takes him out before going down on his own. Callow still only at 70. It looks like they're still aggressing this. Yeah, only a minute 45 means the pressure is on. They got to come in, but here comes Etney with the big flank.
Rocket!
Gets it on to Callow and dies at like 70, 80% again. We see Carson, though. X is coming in with, I think, a level 3.
Level 3.
Space Ghost almost gets it. Oh, brings it down to 16 HP. But the gun is still up. They're
Jacob needs to stop this.
Yeah, they have ×2 in here right now, and Jacob's going back towards C right now. The bridges are going to open up, but the level 3 is already here. Rewind can take this right now.
Yeah, really great play coming in here. This gun just doesn't get taken down, and Rewind do lose players. They have set up here. Evil stabs Mercy.
That's huge. Getting that med pick is absolutely huge, denying any potential last
The gun
minute
is 1
Uber
HP.
here. But X is keeping it up. They're just not able to take it out. Bull can't
Pablo
connect.
dead, but Rain on the point out.
Etney
Fist
behind,
heavy.
though. Etney behind takes out Callow and Shay. So Banny down, but it's just Carson on point right now. He's going to get blasted off by the detonator. X's gun finally goes down. Rain back on it, though. The point is seconds away from being capped. The Wrangled Mini is all that's left right now. Space Ghost now goes in for the glory shot. Not going to land it.
Out.
The rest of K&D running in, and they're finding the frags. Vaccinator not even being used.
Put the combos in here for fast forward.
Nursey picks up an amputator frag, but it's Carson's turn now. He's on point, gonna get spammed out. Rain, the feed train continues. Evil running in, takes out Demento. Here comes River, the Vaxi of their own. The bullet Vaxi, they're gonna take out Zuki. Here comes Bull, the explosive resistance, not enough. Nursey
It's
comes
so
in.
close.
This is absolutely wild. Etney's
Somebody
gonna
get
bomb
on
back
that.
out. They keep coming back
Exile's
in.
in
The
the
telly,
pit.
Exile in the pit.
X's telly's doing
point, and
so
he's
much
gonna go
work.
down. Rain misses the rocket jump. He's
8
gonna be brought
seconds.
low. 7, 6, 5. It's just Callow versus Nursey. Med fight. Callow drops. River can't find the frags. And with 1 second, they're not gonna get it.
Holy.
Oh my lord! K&D takes the round in one of the absolute closest games of Steel I think I've ever seen.
Oh my god. That was the feed train on from both teams. See, normally offense, very long walk. X's teleporter was on B, so that shortens that significantly. Defensive spawns weren't max length yet, because only up to C was captured. So the teams had very close spawn timers, and they both had the same goal, is to control that E point.
Yeah, Nursey coming in on the amputator may have actually saved her life with the extra
More attack
regen.
speed.
But yeah, the attack speed in the regen. Callow got 2 saws on Nursey at the end there, but died before able to use that Uber. Had that gone off, I think we would have seen Rewind taking that half. But...
Both teams want to go straight back into it while they're hot.
God, I wish setup time was more than a minute here, because I'm gonna need more than that to catch my breath.
Yeah, alright, I'll help you then. So, very good concept coming out from Rewind. You know, the pressure 1 point go to the other. It took a bit longer than normal to get that working because of frequent deaths to medic. Again, they did drop Uber twice that round, and yet they were 1 second from winning. So hopefully they can kind of work out that issue where if they don't drop Uber all the time, they can convincingly maybe take a round here on Steel. And it really is just the tiny things, because so many things could have caused that round to go differently, like individual mistakes, people falling in pits, Ubers dropping. And just it's the kind of things like that that just it's so impossible to predict who's going to win these. Just because it's really just down to who gets the plays in their favor, and I'm really interested to see who comes out here. Rewind on offense this time first, so we'll have to see whether or not they're pressured to do that B to E, you know.
Yeah, Callow pulled the hat trick there, 3 drops in a round. One of them doesn't really count because it was off of the 2 saws, but
Space Ghost ran Pisca,
yeah, he
and it's
was
gotten
on it
2
in
kills because of
pregame.
mini crits for Edney.
Exactly, it's powerful. It's a powerful weapon. X is going to bring out his level 3 onto A as they cap that in short order. But Etney getting stabbed out of upper is going to be pretty big. Or I believe that was an upper. Not sure where he got killed in, but it's just Carson up there right now, and he's going to get sent flying back onto B.
And they do lose upper here, so he does take the teleporter up. We'll have to see if they can, you know, kind of kill Zukima here. He's going to trap.
Yep,
He does get
gonna
taken
go down. Telly down as well, so good on them to clear that out. Carson going to try to get aggressive here, find something, but not too much to be found as Space Ghost continuing to set up
X's
and
gun
get
is in
kills.
on the flank here. Banny's trying to get it down before it goes up. He won't. But
yeah,
the soldier's
it's
in
really
spamming
low
it.
though. If Etney can get a rocket onto
Jacob
it, he
got
misses.
Exa.
Oh yeah, okay, it's gonna go down anyway then. So
But because the flank has to leave, Space Ghost goes down to spam now. Traded back, but it looks like it will be enough for Rewind to want to pressure here. They do pop in.
yeah, oh, and they bonk the
sap.
gun right as the gun gets up, so that's gonna go down immediately. Players flying around on this Uber River doing a good job of popping people up. Nursey getting trapped in right now, maybe able to be taken out in the post, but no one's there to actually kill her. And it is going to be K&D coming out with the hold right now. Players dying left and right. Callow forced to get onto the pack. Going to get 1 saw, gets 2 saws onto Jacob and gets out. Absolute madman coming in there. Gets himself his own life and an ad. So much less than dropping Uber this time. He finds those 2 saws. Etney coming in from behind though. Oh, not going to find anything and going to be taken out on the stairs. Upper is now all in Rewind's favor.
Yeah, and another thing is Space Ghost has been watching E for the last little bit while. So, and he does get taken out when he does rotate back. He's out of position.
Yeah, I cannot stress how big those 2 saws could end up being for a Rewind right now. Callow already having Uber right now. It's just going to
We
force...
have to watch for Jacob dropping him.
Yeah, is he in? He's all the way back on point. He sees it. He goes for the
He
decloak.
wants to.
No,
Somebody,
no!
no!
Oh, that's 3 for Jacob.
They don't learn.
They never learn. No one watching him. River just not. And the debt is paid. He puts up in chat. The good Jacob giveth, the bad Jacob taketh away.
But Exa with a level 3 on C this time, and Callow took the TP there.
Yeah, the telly leading straight into C. Some
Watch out for Space Ghost, he's
wild
watching
engineer flanks. Yeah, he's really aggressive. Going to dodge those rockets, but
Wait, this is crazy. Exa
Yeah,
just
this
setting
is
up instead
wild.
of Wishbone, have the next point set.
Space Ghost gets wrangled out
yeah.
on C. I've
Here's the
never
Uber.
seen that kill happen here before. River doing a great
Zuki
job
too.
stuffing it around the corner.
This
Callow
gun's taking so
surviving.
much distraction.
Banny and Oblivion having gone down as well means that Rewind is in great position
That's
to
a
take
free
quick
C cap,
C-cap
really,
here.
from a heads-up play by Exa.
Yeah, we saw him put the telly behind in Wishbone before. Didn't get too much out of it, but this time he really does. Jacob going to be bumped in connector here. Oh, and they're finding him. They're finding him. Callow's going to run in. I don't believe he was, I believe he was
Scratchy on
disguised.
minis here, already set up on E. Will get taken down very shortly as Rewind fully committing here to the Wishbone to E.
Yeah, no one on K&D really that close yet. Nursey's still in spawn.
Evil's
Did she go
calling out
down
D
in that?
here, so they know where they are.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of cap time in right now. No gun yet from Exa. That exit's still up. The Uber's going to get popped right now, though, right in here. And Oblivion's going to do a good job of stuffing it. Zukima and Space Ghost both frags, but they are just racking up cap time.
Exa's got his gun
Meanwhile,
here.
it's only level 1 right now, but he's building it up. Carson up in heavy. Rewind might just swing this around real quick.
Yeah, Scratchy caught on the back end, doesn't get a gun set up, and this is done already.
Yeah, just like that. Rewind say that was not a fluke. 3 minutes and 50 seconds, an absolute
The
barn
first
burner.
round was a fluke, is what they're trying to say, and
Yeah,
it does look like it.
exactly.
Under 4 minutes on Steel is a fantastic time. All the credit in the world to Exa for that play. You know, what his initial Wishbone flank got sniffed out early. You know, the Candy early rotated people to deny the gun getting set up. He's like, okay, if I can't do that one, I'll do another flank. And it looks like he has a backup plan for that. You know, he's really planned ahead to what to do on the Steel map. You know, looks like Rewind have come prepared here. As this format time, Candy are have to get creative with this. You know, this is enough that you feel pressured that you can't do around the world. You know, even getting C might be a bit out of the question if they don't get B fast enough. So. And whenever the defensive team knows this, they'll likely have a gun set up on Heaven earlier than they normally would. So we'll have to see how that affects the outcome of this round.
Yeah, another thing too is that when you try to go for an AE here, not even trying to cap B, that big thing is that if the defensive engineer gets his gun up in the back of Wishbone, that push is basically over. The AB, like the AE push that you really want to go for involves getting your combo into Wishbone before the defense is able to get there. A Pyro can air blast you into the pit if you don't do so otherwise, and you can deny that gun going up. Otherwise, that has the potential to be a really strong push. Exile is playing in lobby right now, getting stickies up in lobby, aware that this ABE is likely going to come out. Jacob already taking out Carson over on that B point. Might open up some space for them, but yeah, Exile has sticks on. He sticks on the A connector and he sticks on last already. Playing super aware of that.
Yeah, it looks like Rewind really, have their priorities set here, what they believe they need to do to keep this round. Jacob going in early. He definitely wants to drop here. Okay, he took the telly up. He's gonna get rained. Oh, I get caught.
Familiar with him doing that. It's one of the main reasons why I feel like that telly is a double-edged sword, but they're aware of it, able to take him out. Space Ghost goes for the drop-down shot, gonna go down.
Callow playing back, so that doesn't happen. Looks like Rewind really have their bases covered here.
Yeah, so they are looking to go for a B push here. Uber's gonna come out really early out of Nursey. They're gonna pop on Shay to save him. Heads up by Callow right there. River denying them back here. Jacob's not gonna go down in this. Will come in for a sap. No! Gets sniped out before he can get a sap on the gun. Big play to Shay, although the gun does go down eventually. Oblivion in, gonna try to find something. Exa goes down to Bull, but the rest of K&D are dropping like flies.
Yeah, Shay flashing that, or Callow flashing his sniper there, paying off big time in the end. He gets a bunch of cleanup kills. Bandy got the teleporter up top, then got traded out by Carson right after. Ooh, great arrow.
Carson gets an arrow, but it is enough, actually. Again, Callow really stepping it up after a couple of those early drops. Yeah, so defense treating him much better than offense has, as with 2 minutes left, K&D really can't just sit 9 people in B anymore. Someone's got to start heading over to E.
Yeah, they gotta try to get that flank pressure like Rewind does all the time. Etney, the only one heading over there now. Pablo already there to watch it out, though.
Yeah, just gonna be watching him right now. Rocket's not going through that railing as the first time. Gonna force him back into spawn, but he knows he doesn't have all the time. K&D, though, has gained a lot of ground onto B. Space Ghost racking up 3 kills in pretty short order. Kyle gonna be forced back. Both meds do have Uber right now. No one using, and it looks like
doesn't look like they want to pop out. They do
have to. Yeah, they're going in. They are going to get Candy's Uber here, smartly realizing that the offensive Uber is worth a lot more with this little time left. Kyle's going to get blocked out of his own spawn, going to be forced out right now. Does go down, so that could be K&D's one way into winning this half right now.
Carson gets a bunch of cleanup kills though, especially on a Banny and Bull, so that's going to make it very hard for them to walk in here and take ground and secure ground.
Dead too, though, on a staggered spawn is going to be really painful. They're getting in. Shay lands a shot onto Oblivion. Demento, I think, got an arrow from Nursey, but lands another one onto him.
Yeah, Shay really carrying this last hold right now, and they're gonna have this gun set up. Space Ghost watching it. Shay, another kill on Suzuki. So big right here.
Bull
as he gets bombed by Bull.
He's gonna take
doesn't work.
With the SMG.
Shay with 4 kills on this last so far. See if he can get Space Ghost in the window.
Danny into the pit. We do see Space Ghost get up in the window, takes him out, so his reign of terror gonna be ended here, but 40 seconds left.
Callow onto crits here.
Yeah, Oblivion's going to get on it. Reminder that he's a 30-second cap minimum, so if Candy doesn't get 5 people on this point right now, we are going to see Rewind pushing Steel to the overtime round.
Space Ghost 1 HP in the window.
And 2, 1, 0. Yeah, I think
it's
that's
possible.
about it. No, they need times 5, yeah.
So this round will end here. They do not have enough time to cap this point. And he gets killed anyway.
And Rewind going to come back out after that fantastic offense. Shay's going to erase any doubt that they lose this round, and he's going to tie them back up here. So moving into the third round here, as we are in garbage time, Rewind really just padding stats right now. If Rewind's able to take this, they'll reset the bracket against, I think, all odds, really.
Yeah, and they do come in here with very convincing offense. It seems like when Candy tried to adapt, Rewind were ready for it, especially with that Wishbone gun by Exa with the hold coming in. And because of that, it just looks like Candy aren't really equipped to deal with the Rewind team on this map. They have picked this map. It probably is, one of their favorite maps in the rotation that they're willing to go with. And yeah, last round coming in. So which team gets to push first here?
I do believe K&D is going to be pushing first.
All right, so
they just pushed now.
I do think that's favorable for them, honestly. Just because if they get to push first, they get to set their own pace. Whereas when Rewind gets to set their own pace, they really are just free to do whatever they want,
I'm a fan of the opposite. I think defending first is generally the better option for you. But again, it remains to be seen. If Rewind can keep their momentum from that last round, though, then I think we'll be having a second BO3 because K&D is going to have to essentially pull out this round and then win on Swiftwater as well. if they want to, end this here, because otherwise, I think if you go to a second BO3, I believe it's going to be Rewind who are going to have the map advantages, and that means that they have the option of picking double stopwatch, which really seems to be their game mode right now.
Yeah, as for what I meant, I mean, like, K&D's played a very standard steal, like, they haven't done anything crazy. They tried the ADEs when they needed to, but, other than that, it's been a very standard steal. So I feel like if they're able to set a standard steal time first, it might lull Rewind into a bit of a lax state where they're not, on their full go mode. They're a bit more confident in their ability to just play normally. And if Rewind are playing normally, K&D have a chance to kind of, just out DM them or, just win the clutch fights. So I do think pushing first is terrible for them, like in this case. Either
And
way, regardless of that, the onus really is on them to set a time that they're comfortable defending here, because they haven't been comfortable in this defense at all, really.
yeah, and as we have a little bit of downtime, do just want to remind everyone that Prolander registration that season is coming up. We're going registering teams right up to the 29th, so it's a great game mode. If you want something to do in the Highlander offseason, it can be a lot of fun. Haven't tried it out, definitely worth checking it out as well. And RGL, we do still have that giveaway going on. Thanks to everyone for making our first season so great. So if you just want to type exclamation point contest in the chat, you can get details on that. And about $400 worth of prizes, so definitely check that out. But yeah, I think K&D are just really off their momentum. It really didn't feel like they were thinking of losing this game. You know what I mean? Just like I think them losing Rewind or Borneo, excuse me, losing to Rewind on Borneo really kind of set them off of their pace, and they just haven't been able to find it. They came in with that first half, but you saw how just nail-bitingly close that was to Rewind winning it, and had things gone a little bit different, had Callow gotten that Uber off on the point instead of dropping right at the end, we could be done already.
And we do have to point out that Callow with 4 drops here, and it still looks like Rewind is the better team on the map despite that. Like, imagine
Yeah,
if they don't drop to a spy every other minute.
Yeah, Exa I think has been really quietly doing a ton of work right now,
Definitely,
not
yeah.
up there on the scoreboard, but consistently getting behind, putting pressure. That Telly onto C was one of the weirdest, if not smartest plays I've seen in a long time on this map. And again, he's had that level 3, it feels like, wherever they needed. He's gotten it up in Wishbone to, really enable it. It didn't end up
Yeah,
working out in the
to
first half,
secure the
but
E rooms. It really just big play coming from him, using his big engineer brain to really use every advantage he can gain on this map. CP Steel, very complex map, and I don't. It's just it looks like it's too much for Candy's standard standard style of playing it to handle.
yeah, I mean, again, if we want to check the logs from that, again, just, I think Steel Log's never always the most informative things, but if we just want to, look at it, see what's going right and what's going wrong there, Jacob not really able to find that much luck other than that initial drop, and Bull again getting, or it must feel like a repeat of last grand finals where Bull had a great season all season, comes in against Irene, and they're able to just shut him down, and feels like you're watching the same thing all over again.
Yeah, big props to Pablo. Doesn't have the most damage, but he has definitely been playing where he needs to play, getting cap time when he needs to, and cleaning up where his team is. So he's definitely playing Steel map well as a scout can really play the map. And as we wait for this last round to come in, we really got to ask: do you think Handy are going to change up anything about how they're playing the map?
I feel like on their offense here, they might be more likely to try some, engineer getting behind plays. Scratchy, it felt like really hadn't done too much of that, but I feel like after seeing
Seeing
what
what it could
Exa was
do,
able to
yeah.
do, yeah, with that gun in Wishbone and then that gun on C, it's kind of like a direct challenge. Like, hey, I'm doing this much for my team, Scratchy. You got to step it up.
Yeah, definitely looking to see if he decides to bring anything out that he may not have practiced as much. He can do that. Um, Another thing I want to really see more of is Candy's combo really just asserting themselves when they have the space to. Because at the end of the first half, which was the close half, I'll talk about that one a bit more. They almost lost it because they just kept getting picked off in Wishbone when they could have been pressuring somewhere else or getting ground on point. And if they can just like work more cohesively as a combo and as a team, I think they definitely have a chance here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think you can ever count Candy out of anything. With just how much experience they have on that roster. Just grand finals played in is just another notch on the belt for people like Nursey and Etney. So Coming in here, we are going to see that Scratchy up on the level 3s. I think he started on the level 3s, lost it, and switched over to minis last time, but I'd really like to see him again just do something with that. Something
Yeah,
creative.
I think what his default is, he just has the level 3 watch for anything cheesy on B, and then the second that they go A, he just destroys it.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Either way, coming in here, we're going to see standard defense for Rewind, you know, gun, teleporter, heavy, soldier, all the same as we're used to.
Yeah, that gun gonna be wrangled here. River up top with Shay, trying to see something. Shay gonna try to get some shots on that gun, but nothing too big happening yet. Still, Scratchy not moving that gun onto A, so looks like he's not gonna go for the flanks.
Yeah, Evil this time does not get picked off, so he will be able to call which Candy members go to E. So if it's called that no one really important is going there with anything important, then Rewind able to fully focus on their B defense.
Yeah, again, just no one going behind at all. Evil still on A.
Was Jacob undisguised? The gun.
I wasn't looking. Etney now getting up into the A window. It looks like not sure what he's gonna find there. But gonna be spotted out by Pablo anyway.
Yeah, Evil again sitting in that A cloaked, just playing for information. That's his whole job right now. As Candy looking to just blind force in main here. Jacob trying again, but caught trying to stab Shay. Shay really asserting himself holding this.
Yeah, Zakima gonna go down and just Candy not finding any input. I mean,
Carson's been so big holding this upper.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been watching B as much as I haven't seen anything in the kill feed. I've just been watching Etney and Evil dance around on A. Etney trying to
Jacob
find
trying
him,
again
to.
for Shay.
Jacob gets in on him, but
he
Shay,
gets full first.
Yeah, and space, so no
And
demo
pop,
in on
Mercy
this
pops.
push. They're gonna pop, yeah. Callow able to hold on to this. River back on Flog again, so we may see that come out here. Probably gotta be getting pretty close to it, I would imagine. As Etney in the drop down, gonna take out the dispenser. Rain launched out into upper. Banny trying to bonk through. Not gonna find anything, but he does get Rain and Carson on the crater.
Yeah, and passive Behold gonna come in here. They do lose their heavy, they lose the high ground. The sniper is in that high ground, so Exa puts his gun, not watching the point. He can't, have it up there because he gets sniped. Shay gets Space Ghost though, so this is gonna let them walk back on the point. They still have this Uber.
Yeah, River has popped the Flog. He's coming in. He's gonna be able to find anyone.
Scratchy
No,
has
he's getting
level 3
launched away by the gun. Yeah, not able to actually take anyone out, so the Flog counter is apparently the level 3. Jacob coming in from C-Cliff's gonna be spotted out, but X's gun may go down anyway, just level 1.
Jacob
He's
will sap it
in
here.
on it. Yeah, gonna get the sap in and take it out with that revolver. On point now.
Reinforces Nursey.
Yeah, Callow should be able to escape into spawn
Exa
right now.
is big though.
Yeah, no engineer. Callow will make it out, but Demento and Banny going down as the B-cap should come in for K&D.
Yeah, it's again going to be a standard B cap time again. Candy just keen to play this map as standard as they really can. As respawns for everyone going to take the back spawns.
They're not.
Actually,
It's
so
only
they can group with their team.
Oblivion capping. Feels like they could have had another person or two on this. It will be
Yeah,
3
they
minutes
do
again.
back spawn. So right now it's not that many people holding this wishbone, just Pyro Demo. As Candy gets some E pressure, just try to walk into wishbone, get whatever ground they can.
Yeah, but here we see them already trying to fork that E pressure, but it looks like Exa, though, getting the gun up on the stairs, which is a little bit untraditional, almost loses it, but keeps
Uber
it
in.
up. Yeah, Uber gonna come out right now. Only Zukima dead so far. Not sure where Nursey is.
Nursey
Looks
got
like
out to be
yeah,
completely safe.
all the way
Rain
out.
dying means no one to deny the point, but actually we'll have a gun up. Let's see Space Ghost goes A to snipe that out.
Yeah, I don't think he's committing to it yet, although maybe he is. Yeah, heading out onto A, it looks like. We'll get up into that sniper window in a couple
Jacob
of
gets
seconds.
caught by Exa in heaven.
Yeah, is he going to be able to find the kill?
Nah.
Exa, yeah, lands the
But
jet.
here's Space
Yeah.
Ghost, and if he's not called yet, Exa could walk right into the sightline. Ooh, the shot gets missed by Space Ghost. Now they know.
Yeah, does he, though? Exa's still playing on it. Just
He
disrespecting
should
him.
know.
But as we're looking at that, it looks like K&D
He does
managed
get
to
Exa now.
mulch. Yeah, he does. And Rewind mulched. Rewind got mulched, excuse me, on C by K&D right there. Everyone
Yeah,
going
Exile
down.
alive. I don't know where he was to deny that.
I think he died earlier and is just respawning now, I'm pretty sure. He's over by lobby with Rain. So you're going to come in about 4 minutes here, which is less than the time it took Rewind to cap last half, just to keep everyone kind of updated on that. Exile waiting on D. Gonna
Very
come
favorable
in.
position here for Rewind for K&D though, because they have complete control of Heaven. They got control of Wishbone.
Bull gonna get forced off of it though. Good for them. Etney's still up there. Could be a nuisance when he chooses to peek again.
River's
aware
gonna
of him.
try to take him out.
Gonna try to
He
take him out
doesn't
and
get
loses
it.
it. Yeah, misses both the reflex. Carson
Shay,
now
big snipe onto Zuki.
gonna
though.
come in. Yeah, and Carson takes out Etney as well. So Heaven has been reclaimed for Rewind. So crisis averted right now.
Scratchy with the level 3 wishbone though.
Yeah, it is getting spammed, and yeah,
does
with
get
Evil
killed.
coming in, will go down. Space Ghost's gonna go down as well to Shay. So K&D's push really losing a lot of momentum. Nursey having full Uber seems to be the only thing left from all the momentum they've had.
Yeah, but it's not big enough that they have time to like, really make it into E and pressure Chinatown out. So he will get his Uber to deny this. Oh, but they walk in a lobby, and I don't think they expected this. So if they can get their medic out, they really have
Nursey
to.
getting super
They're
aggro,
chasing,
finding
and
Saw.
they get
She's
it.
extending off of Carson. Great heads-up play. Callow's gonna go down too. So bit of a mishap, I think, on both sides there, as no one expected the other one to be there, but Candy make the most of it and keep their ad.
Yeah, that's not good for Ruin at all. They needed to just keep their medic alive.
Exile
They
down
knew if
two,
they had
missed the
it.
pack.
They knew if they got that
Shay,
Uber, they'd be
look
fine.
out! He had AirPods in, didn't
Gun
see them
goes
running
down.
in through DE. Yeah, Scratchy back up on minis, but they're gonna start getting on E, and they've got people on D and E right now. Yeah,
Nursey
Pablo,
does
though,
go down to Pablo,
finding
but
Nursey.
I don't think it's going to be enough. They're going to have D capped here, which means the forward spawns are closed out for defense, forced to now go C or D to
They
contest
gotta
this
go
last.
lower C anyway. Carson's already getting into Wishbone with Callow, so that's one thing that's okay, I guess. Oblivion waiting back in there to kind of be a bit of a nuisance, preventing Carson from really peaking right now. Gonna have to take out the mini. River goes flying in, not gonna find anyone though. Zukima goes down in lower. Can Carson find anyone? The
bunch
point's
of
cleared
kills
for
out
now.
for Rewind. Yeah, the point's clear.
Yeah, but Rewind, although, did just lose 7.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
lost
Carson
everyone for
in.
doing it.
Pablo alone now can do what he can, but K&D will come in with the
6
E cap
minutes,
here.
6:30 about.
Yeah, a little less, 6:18.
Yeah, 6:20.
So, again, about what we've been seeing out of them. We saw Rewind beat
Yeah.
their time once, but fail the other time. So we're on a
Yeah, it really just Candy, just super keen on these standard steal pushes. That's really all they're looking to do is standard steal. And this time, Rewind, it's their third push, so we'll have to see if Candy can adapt to the level of craziness they really bring. And also, hopefully they don't drop Uber 3 times, making the run closer than it has to be if they are to take this.
yeah. Callow really should have. Has it been every half, or did I don't think he dropped them in the 4-minute half. I'm pretty sure he didn't.
No, I didn't. It's been on their offenses that weren't. Actually, no, they did. He dropped on B, remember? And then they pushed anyway.
Yeah,
So yeah, he's dropped every offense.
that's
If they
what,
can-
5, I think 5 in a row to lead off games.
Yeah, it's not good.
It was 1 in each of the Borneos, and I think we've had 3 here. So
Yeah, either way, Rewind
even
know
more
they can do this.
representative of how strong Rewind's been playing.
Yeah, they know they can do it. They know if they don't drop Uber, they definitely can do it. So we'll have to see if they're able to just keep their composure, not get nervous about this. They know they're good enough to take steal off of K&D. And we just need to see them, do what they normally do. Exa, we'll see what he pulls out this round in comparison. As Shay playing very aggressive. Bandy going down early. I don't know where that was, but
It was in the A spawn door, I'm pretty sure, as he got a little greedy
Unfortunate.
peeking there, but he should be up in short order before anyone really starts getting into that B point. Exa has his gun out on A again. We'll have to, again, keep watch of what he's doing on it,
great
but
pick by
yeah,
Shay.
able to take out that sniper could open things up very quickly if they choose to just push the pedal to the metal and
Yeah,
go
they're
for
gonna
it.
walk up to upper here.
Yeah, gonna try to get some
Exile got
pressure
killed
out,
though
but-
by Crit Sticky from Bull, so that's gonna stall
Yeah,
them.
that's definitely going to stall it. Space Ghost goes down again, though. So Shay continuing to land the shots onto him. Exa, we see, is crossing by that E spawn door right now, undetected. Rain, bodyguarding him, and he's going to get the gun up and wishbone
Shay,
behind
great
K&D.
snipe onto Zuki. Upper is now vulnerable here.
Yeah, it's just Etney up there. The telly is up, but it's going to go down if they can get ground in there. Shay goes down to Stickies. They do get the telly, but yeah, Exa has the gun up behind them in Wishbone. So all it's going to take is an Uber right now to maybe put some serious pressure onto
Yeah.
K&D.
Evil looks ready to sap this gun at any moment. He's gonna do it.
Yeah, it does get the sap on. The gun will... No, Exile's missing everything onto the gun, but Scratchy, yeah, does save it, so no frags
go down
coming
at the
over. Yeah, but no frags, again, onto K&D right now, so...
Pablo in here behind. We have to see if he can get Nursey. Oh, he bonks out.
Yeah,
Exa with his gun and Wishbone. He has done that again.
So their Bull's rotating to try to take care of it. X is going to have it wrangled waiting for him, but it will go down. Bandy
Let's
finding
see
the
if,
telly behind,
if
too.
everyone can pressure here with that distraction that X has bought.
Yeah, Exile's actually walking in off of it. Really good play by them. Carson takes a lot of damage in upper, though. Evil gets caught out. Oblivion, 4
Exile
HP,
down
though.
to
Yeah,
Bull.
goes down to the shotgun. As Rewind has finally found some kills onto K&D, but only 4 minutes remaining. They're going to want to secure this B point sooner
Space
rather
goes
than later.
very greedy for a shot that gets caught
Jacob
out.
gets caught out. He's not going to get Callow on B. No, he lives.
But bull
Gets the
bombing in,
flash.
bull bombing
yeah.
in.
Can Callow dodge the pipes? He's right at 100.
Great
no,
pipe.
going to go down. And an 8K for Bull, or an 8 streak at least, continuing to find frags. And K&D might just stonewall them at B here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Axa, we always have to watch what he's doing here. There's a teleporter into a lunchbox underneath C as his gun is getting built there. So we'll have to see what the plan is for that, because if Rewind don't get this push onto B shortly, we might see them, try to go for E. But it looks like Candy are pretty keen to just take passive hold and just leave.
Exa loses all of his stuff back there, but the entire flank got forced to chase him.
Yeah,
so.
it's so much space. But Bull very greedy out there for spam, gets sniped by Shay. Shay, a very important pick here. So now, as long as Callow doesn't drop here, on B again, they will have even
Where's
Ubers. They will have even Ubers and a demo advantage walking into Wishbone here. They already have the demo advantage. Bonking for Pablo to kind of just scope out the area. Scratchy's still on minis.
Yeah, gonna be getting that mini up on E right now. Wishbone fully under Rewind control. They have a choice of where they want to go with this. Looks like the Candy combo is going over towards C. Carson gonna find the stab, or gonna be stabbed, by Demento there. So 3 players down on Rewind very quickly. Demento now onto Callow. Yeah, not gonna find anything. That was a little bit hopeful, but Rain does have Heaven control. That mini is back, not watching point. Exile escapes from Banny, and but Rain, getting sniped out of Heaven. That's big. Good
Paul
pick by
gets
Space
Etney,
Ghost.
or Pablo rather gets Etney. So that's definitely room they can use to walk in. They are committing to E here. Looks like Exa with his gun out in Wishbone, out of Wishbone
Exile's
already.
on the spawn too. He's taking that Heaven control by force. Gonna drop down into lower though, not maintaining it. River gonna try to air blast as many of both stickies as he can. Almost.
They
falls
need
off,
scout and soldier pressure. Soldier gets stabbed, so that's less players who can really cap. Times one not enough.
Yeah, Jacob's really been finding a lot of picks. Pablo gets
Pablo,
blown.
he
saves himself.
Unless
there.
Jacob, he hit bonks out. Never mind.
But yeah, that was enough of a distraction for the rest of Rewind
Yeah,
to come into
walk
C.
E. Or yeah, C rather.
They've got a ×3 on it. River's playing really forward to deny any potential rotators at the spawn gate, and they're going to come down with this. 2 minutes remaining though.
Players
they
they lose here don't matter because they'll get faster respawns and defensive spawns will slow once the C gets capped. So it looks like it will be Uber v Uber. We'll have to see where the players decide to go. Looks like Wishbone here is the play for Rewind. 1:45. We're gonna get another one of those, Nick. It's gonna go back and forth until the very last second.
Unless Callow hasn't had his roundly drop yet, so I'm watching with bated breath as they may. Yeah, they're going to use right now. He gets it off. So they are taking this into lobby, but they're not finding anything. Nursey still hasn't used.
Pyro's here behind the demo. Air blast him in the pit.
Oh,
Can he
good
get out?
play.
He gets out.
He will, yeah. Able to save himself right there. The E cap time is going on, but Nursey still
Nursey
has
full
Uber.
Uber. They're going to have to make one push to deny this.
Here it comes. River getting in position to stuff it. He's not dead yet. He's getting a bunch of air blasts off. Oblivion, though, going to force him into the pit. All the frags are going in K&D's favor right now. Callow going to go down as well. And with a minute remaining, that may be enough to push us into a third map.
Yeah, Carson and Heaven, they're not enough to clean up kills.
Going down in the post on a 28
that's a 28-second respawn. So every kill here is worth it for a Rewind.
Oh, and X has got the telly up again. It looks like
50 seconds at this point, though. So the point, loses time with every tick that they're not on it. So they need to get on this very soon. They need to stay on it for the rest of the map if they want to end it here. Stab on a sniper is very important for this.
Yeah, definitely. And Rain getting in on Scratchy, not able to take him out yet. We'll find the pack. No, Scratchy goes down. No more minis for this push right here. Bull doing his best to spam this point, but they're getting a lot of people on it.
X has a level
Rain
2.
hiding in the spawn door, gonna go down, feed Nursey a saw. So that may end up being big right now if she can pull out an Uber
Pyro's
in the
dead,
last
no air
few
blasts.
seconds. Oh, and yeah, kills all coming in for K&D. 15 seconds left. Callow is dead. Only 5 players up on Rewind, and most of those are spawners. It looks like K&D is going to come in with the 2-1 victory on Steel right now. Nursey does pop out that Uber. I think that might have been a taunt on point. Didn't see that entirely. But we're going to Swiftwater.
Yep, all the way. Triple stopwatch. I said earlier, if this goes all 3 maps, we're not going to be done till after midnight. We're getting it all the way.
Yeah, and if we want to check stats for that most recent half, see again, wow, a combined 39 frags for the K&D flank in 14 minutes, really 12 minutes of gameplay there. That was almost half of the team's frags overall. So really great play out of Banny and Etney. 19-6, 20-8 coming out of them. Bull with a 17-3. Honestly, when you look at it that way, it's surprising that that point got as close as it did.
Yeah, when the Devilman goes 17-3 with 500 DPM on steel, he wasn't, dying, he wasn't getting pressured. He just Bull was able to maintain so much control, directing the traffic, and they really were just able to control the aggression of Rewind there. It was a really good adjustment from the flank of K and D to kind of deny whatever shenanigans Rewind's flank and Engineer had going. And they do manage to hold on there. Nursey with only one death that round as well, so yeah,
All I
going
can
to
say, man,
Swiftwater.
is that Rewind hasn't run at one around where Callow didn't drop yet.
That is actually true, and I hate it.
All right, if he's listening, he knows what he's got to do here. Feed in on first, get that Uber built back up, and you'll appease the medic gods enough to let them gift you this round. But Swiftwater, though, last time we were on this map, I believe, actually no, well, the last time we were on this map, we saw Space Force pretty soundly beating the flow on it, but 2 times ago, we saw the flow coming in with that huge upset victory over Fast Forward. So glad we get to see it at least one more time this season.
Is anything an upset at this point, though? I feel like these teams are definitely both have their merits on stopwatch. They definitely both have shown their strengths here tonight. And no matter who ends up winning this match, it definitely was not a blowout grand finals. We can say that at the least.
Wild that if Callow got that Uber off on E in the first steal round, we wouldn't
Yeah,
have
it'd be
been over
done.
2 hours here. But yeah, we are going to cross the 2-hour mark coming in soon, and just some craziness going on here.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep going on these two teams just because it speaks for itself really that we're going this far. Like all these players have been, they've at least popped off once. Everyone has had their moment, everyone has done well overall. And obviously like no blatant blunders have been made enough that would cost an entire team every chance they had. A bunch of drops, yeah, we can joke about that as much as we want, but despite that, Rewind's still coming in strong for the most part. So like at this point, everyone's exhausted. Teams, casters, everyone's tired. So on a map like this, Swiftwater, which has the potential to be the longest payload map in cap time, it's just who can really hold their nerve the longest, who can hold out and really maintain the level of play that you need to win grand finals, the most.
Yeah, so I feel like, again, since you mentioned we've talked about the players enough, let's talk about the map a little bit and what we should expect. So, as most of us know that have been played comps, first is always pretty much a
Play it,
giveaway.
hold, giveaway. You get to have a
where-
fun 2v2 MGE match on the roof on left.
Yeah, but one thing I want to talk about is since both snipers have been having pretty good games so far, I really want to see if, so at least from my experience, I used to play sniper seasons ago, wasn't very good at it, but one thing I can say is that Swiftwater is one of the maps where it favors the defensive side of the sniper, immensely. You think about pushing into second, right? It's like, where can the offensive sniper go from? He has the door into upper, the main
Tunnel
tunnel,
and side tunnel.
and the side tunnel. Where can defensive sniper hold? Literally anywhere. You can be in upper, you can be on the bridge, you can be in the house, you can be in the cheese angle back on the pipes by the spawn.
You could be in
You
the
can be in
left
the
angle on
other
the
cheese
spawn.
angle on the spawn. You can be in like the 4th cheese angle on the map, So there's tons of spots where defensive sniper can go to just make playing offensive sniper hell here. And that's always what I really like to look for is how well can an offensive sniper, find those picks? Even if it's just, sneaking into side tunnel and taking out like an engineer on top of the bridge or a, demo or a heavy. It's a map where you don't expect your sniper to always be getting you a ton of kills because defensive sniper knows where you're peeking from. There's only so many positions on pretty much all the points. So anything he gets is like a bonus, and how well you can play off that is always going to be really big.
Yeah, and that puts a lot of emphasis on combo play. It always is on stopwatch, but even more so on Swiftwater because you really can't rely on pick class carry as much as you can on other maps. So because of that, we're gonna have to see like what these teams can really do with their combos. We know River, big fan of flog into upper on second. We might see that out. Carson, definitely strong player in every regard. We might see him just be going off. And it's just really going to be dependent on who can maintain a high level of play the longest at this point. Really
Right.
interested to see who that is for a stopwatch.
And I'm excited to announce that as this match has gone on long enough, right as we're getting in here, we will be having a third member joining us on the cast here. Everyone give a warm welcome to Kresnik.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How you doing? We've been having one hell of a match right now.
I heard that. I'm tuning in to watch my team lose. I mean,
Ooh.
Uh,
Ooh.
well, Well, not quite. We don't really know.
We can get Coach Kresnik's input here on why they're playing badly.
Just tuned in. I just finished my scrims about 20-something minutes ago.
So yeah,
But,
we saw Rewind come in with a 2-0 on Borneo, both fairly convincing rounds, I would say. And then we have Steel coming in with the first round being an absolute, the last 2 minutes of it were a straight just, coming off the telly, running into point, dying, getting another pixel of cap time over and over again that Candy managed to pull out. Rewind came out with about a 4-minute cap time in the second half of Steel, which they were able to take before Candy pulled the third round out. And wasn't dominant, but it was, it was a strong showing, we'll say, out of them.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like their B and E holds were pretty strong from when I tuned in. That's about right when I popped in. I'm not surprised they lost Borneo, considering I played for a Pug team yesterday.
Oh yes, I was with you
and
there.
Yeah,
we held them on second.
They picked that. That was their pick, though. Steel was Rewind's pick. So
maybe they felt confident. Oh, you always have to trade maps in grand finals. It's just how it is. As we see the initial bombs coming in, Bull dying on it, nothing too special. As we wait for the cart to get pushed up.
Bull dying, nothing special out.
Yeah, as
look at the angle Space Ghost is taking far left in the house. I've never seen that actually.
I've wanted to see someone do this for a while. I had a really good cheese idea of getting a crit soldier in there to try to splash a med off the back wall. He's not going to find anything yet.
Yeah, it doesn't really watch the cross though. It only watches like over aggressive players. As Rewind backs up to take the upper hold on second, the standard for the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, no one going in for kind of some cheesy chase plays into tunnel, which we have seen happen a little bit. I know American was really big on that back when he played, just trying to sneak in when everyone was running back into upper. But yeah, Space Ghost going to be playing upper, which is important to note. Or that's Shay, excuse me.
Yeah, Space Ghost heading into tunnel. Looks like Candy have their combo in tunnel right now. They will rotate out once the card is in. And Space Ghost, he does have position on tunnel. We'll have to see if he can get a combo or NG pick here. Looking in, it's a good angle for him. He does hit Exa, not the headshot though.
Yeah, Bull
goes
gonna
down
go down
in the shutter.
So that's gonna stall any pushes Candy's gonna want to try right
Watch
now.
Jacob here. He's going for the sniper pick.
Yeah,
does get it.
And he's gonna get out too. Has the potential to loop back around
Sap
to
the
go
gun,
in again.
possibly.
That's the weakness of that angle too. On the back roof, like you're not protected at all. Your team can't peel for you unless your heavy sits out there with you.
And if he does that, he's a hard time controlling Shutter with his demo man.
Danny getting cart pretty far forward right now as Candy does have very good tunnel control. Pablo did go down there as well. Evil gonna get sniped out.
Onto Evil in tunnel. So Space Ghost still has this tunnel angle. Rewind no at this point, so they're not gonna peek it. He does get shot out by Rain.
Yeah, that
if he controls it and the combo pushes them into it, though, that could be a really potent place for him to be, as long as the combo has enough pressure up top.
Yeah, exactly. When you don't have the ability to peek onto the bridge there as a defensive combo holding an upper, you lose that ability to let off that pressure that a demo spamming in can give out. So it was pretty big that Bull went down when he did, because had he been able to apply pressure there through that entire 30 40-second period, Space Ghost was in tunnel, which is now ended as he gets sniped out by Shay.
Look at this flog
really bad, but yeah, the Uber's gonna come out on the flog. It looks like Oblivion getting bounced around, not able to find any kills. All of them going in Rewind's favor, as that's almost a wipe for Candy.
Not
all
a single
5 players.
player on Rewind goes down.
Just too much juggling.
The flog play was smart. You normally see those things work out really well, but Callow smart enough to not hold in that lower spot where he can't get the beam on any of his players upper, able to get that Uber out in time to stop any of them from dying, lands the flashes where he needs to, and the rest of his team will back out.
Yeah, and we're on a reset here where both teams are just going to wait for Uber again, see if any pick class can make a stand here. It's not it for Space Ghost, he will die, but Exile goes down to Bull in the shutter, so they're going to get aggressive off this. Bull through it now.
Yeah, they're in it. Zuki's in the window right now, gonna get the gun too. Exa keeping his gun closer than normal. Carson alone with River in upper right now. They're gonna try to hold on to this. Callow though goes down. Zuki's able to just take him out. Must have not judged the damage correctly, and again, that can be one of the downsides of holding on that lower angle. It's they're wiping Rewind in upper, and the cart's gonna come in for a cap.
Yeah, Demo going down there. They have no one to control the shutter. They just really get walked on, and they lose all their players, lose their gun. They don't have really anything doing here. Nursey with full Uber, they are going to walk into what looks like IT here, trying to get aggressive push. Exile gets sniped again, so this Demo man isn't going to be able to do anything again.
Space walked in a lone upper and saw Exile walking right out of the spawn door. Got that free pick for them, so they can settle, maybe take their Uber through IT, which it looks like they're going to do. Oh, no, just peeking it for now. Getting some info, catching out Evil up top.
Yeah.
Evil got bumped by Space Ghost on the small health pack on the overhang. I don't think I've ever seen anyone walk there. But the Uber is going to come out right now. Exile being the target here. Banny's going to take him out eventually. The other frags coming in, the gun going down as well. Space Ghost the only frag in, no, but Bull goes down in the post, caught out a little bit. Oblivion, though, maintaining control of this upper deck, gonna finish off River and deny a lot of space for Rewind. Carson coming in back on the lower, but he's gonna be forced to get back into that spawn shutter before it closes. Rain trapped out, or actually no, excuse me, he's on 4th, so Rewind will complete the escape out of 3rd, but 4 minutes through 3rd is a really good time for Candy.
Yeah, Exa and Exile both went down there at the end, so the gun was able to get set up. Rain gets chased down and killed, and Candy have high ground now because of how aggressive they got. Zuki will go down first, but Edney has high ground over them.
Exile takes out Nursey, though, with the pipes over that little fence there. Callow's going to get forced, but Bull coming in right after the post. Can he find Callow?
Ooh, almost.
Not yet. Here comes Banny's turn. He's going to be forced back.
Jacob's turn.
Yeah, nope, and Callow is just dodging for his life right now, has the magic shoes on, and that is going to be a slight ad in his favor right now. Candy is getting good cart time going here, but they don't exactly have the frags. They get a full push.
Yeah, they will get sniper pick here, so they may be able to walk out with this Uber, or with this advantage here with the sniper. Right now the cart's going to the ramp, so again, if Candy just looking to stick it, really.
The sniper's not here. Bull gets sniped out. They need to be more aggressive here. Pablo and Callow getting aggressive onto it, but the cart is going to get capped. The sniper went down. Rewind had the option of just flooding out onto the high ground, but unable to do it. And K&D is now threatening last with a 5.5 minute time.
Again, it feels like Exile's been dead more than he's been alive. You know, very little spam coming out overall. As Candy looking to get in here, they have an Uber advantage now, about 70% gonna be by the time Callow starts healing. Great snipe onto Shay, gonna relieve a little bit of pressure, but Candy are already in on this last. Zuki walking up that ramp. Ooh,
yeah, and
snipe
there
onto
goes.
Nursey.
Oh, good
And
pick out of
Jacob.
Shay. Yeah, gonna find 2 there, including that all-important med pick. Really just gonna give his team a lot of breathing room here because K&D was very close to getting a 6-minute time on them here.
Yeah, that will be the sort of savior of this last hold. They'll have a time to reset, they'll have Uber ad, they'll have a gun, and it's time to see how K&D can do on the standard last push coming in. Remember, on Borneo, they had a very big problem pushing the last point where it involved the full commit with the defensive advantage. So, they're really looking to see what they can do here. Space Ghost, crouch angle bottom left does pick off Shay, so they're going to walk aggressive with this.
Yeah, they're just choosing to choose the card path right now. They're all just flooding it right now. Callow doesn't have Uber yet. They're getting it dangerously close. Heavy goes down.
They gotta block it.
They're all dropping
my
down
God,
to
it's
get in
one.
on it, but the air blasts are coming in. River's
That's
the
it.
only one left. Jacob's going to touch it in. 6.5 minutes. And
Yeah,
Callow
just-
got stabbed right at the end there.
Yeah, once the sniper is dead, Candy makes the call, just go all in. And it's the same thing they did at that one time on Borneo, where they say, okay, we have some kind of advantage. We run everyone cart, get as much time as we can, and leave our medic charging with one person so that they'll have Uber eventually. And, you know, that basically 7-man collapse works out wonders. Once again, they get all the time they need to cap it. They don't even need any heals to do it. It's really just that kind of coordinated play that allows them to get aggressive there, and they do take a 6.5 minute time, which is very impressive for Swiftwater.
One thing I noticed was that Rewind really didn't have any pressure in the upper house. They had Rain kind of playing in the back right hallway, but they weren't really threatening up there, so they didn't. I don't think they felt any worry about pushing in. They even had their heals down there to support. They were like, I don't think they had any pressure from up top, which let them get that card for free.
It felt like it was Carson there kind of playing on his own on the far traffic light away from, or it wasn't a traffic light, but the little pole there, playing away from Callum, and he was able to get focused out really quickly, and he was never able to actually get that drop down to stop the cart going in, which I feel like Rewind was really counting on.
Yeah, to be fair, he was playing on the opposite side of the gun, but as for the no pressure upper thing, it's a symptom of Exile just being dead all the time, you know? It really feels like he hasn't been able to impact this map at all so far, as Candy have swapped to, or Rewind have swapped to offense here. 6.5 minutes is a very fast time to beat, so they're gonna have to really get moving soon if they want to, you know, not be down early in this final map.
I want to say River may be on the flog here, something we've seen ever since BM really started running it, taking that flog into upper second. But yeah, all the frags going in Candy's favor right now. Nothing they can really push off of. The cart, though, is going along pretty well. Pablo getting sniped out may actually add another 10 seconds to the cap time, but otherwise things just going as normal.
Yeah, you really don't want to lose your scout early to something like that, because that's just more wasted time, longer for your medic to get out there. Jacob will get caught out here, so no call is going to come in, but they've had a good enough first hold. They will just back out here and set up
Importantly,
standard.
though, Jacob going down is more damage for River's flog, which he is on, so that's definitely going to be something to watch going forward. May see him have a little bit more success with it than Oblivion did.
Yeah, no telly for Scratchy means that any kills here will not be able to get back into uppers. So with that, we're going to see Rewind look to just poke an upper here. River spamming through with his flare, flare to try to get more flog charge as Shay does get the opening pick on Space Ghost.
Yeah, so no sniper there, going to be really big. Means that they can get this cart pushed up pretty far as well. Only the gun going to be stopping them. And River coming in on the flog. I don't know if those are crits or not, but
Scratchy
he's going to
dead.
come in there. Yeah, no, it's not going to be crits. Scratchy goes down, though. Carson and River going to be down. No flog coming out. Jacob gets the flash through the gate. Going to open up the gate to allow Bull to get in. So good play out of him. Callow manages to keep his life, though, but really nothing happening for Rewind.
Yeah, no gun, no telly means that will have a hard time getting reset up, and at least. So once Rewind need to take tunnel control here so that they can get back onto that cart soon. Scratchy just building his gun in the defensive spot, the lower ramp across from the point. So that will be set there, as looks like Rewind are looking to push into tunnel here with Pyro Sniper.
Yeah, and with only 4.5 minutes
the
on the
pick on
clock,
Jacob.
they need something to happen here. You do not have the time to mess around on Swiftwater. They still have another 4 points they have to cap, which means they'd have to average a minute a point. It's definitely doable because second and third are pretty close, as are fourth and last, but you're really, kind of running out of time
Here's
right
the
now.
Uber. Nursey does not have yet, 95.
85. Is she
Does
going to
die.
get? Does die right at 98, I want to say. She goes down. Oblivion's going to take out Exile. Didn't go down in that, but no Uber there. Could spell disaster for K&D. River's
dead.
popping that flog just to guarantee anything. Zukima's got a rude awakening coming for him, as he's going to go down immediately to that with little
But
slip of
tunnel
health he
is
had.
in Candy's control, so the cart
Bull
hasn't
gets,
been moving.
Bull gets killed by the flog, though, and River's already heading to third to potentially kill anyone coming in there. Banny and Etney still in tunnel, but Rain's got it from the backside, so they're just going to be trapped in there, and the second will come in with a little bit less than 4 minutes remaining.
It is absolutely crucial though that Candy's flank managed to stall the cart because of that. Rewind can't get in here on third to deny any hold, so Candy will get set up on third way more than Rewind did on the defense because of that.
Yeah, Etney's going to go, and here comes Jacob. Can he find anything? No, not going to find Callow here. With this little time left, and there goes 3-4 players
Evil
all
got
down
Space
on
Ghost.
K&D. Yeah, no sniper here, going to be big. Pablo already in right now. With only 3 minutes left, you do not have any time or any Ubers to spare right now. Callow has ad, and they need to maintain that ad, snowball this through. If K&D's smart here, I think they just give up third, come into fourth, and take the even exchanges. As Bull and Zukima go down, they're going to be forced to do that.
Yeah, always dangerous though, as Rewind are already in here. Nursey does not have, again, 80%, so with the Rewind having this forward hold already, no gun, no nothing, if they get stopped out here as the cart keeps moving, then they're
Space
honestly in
Ghost is
trouble.
up top, though. If he can land a shot onto a key player, but no, Exile going in behind him, finds the pipe, gets that sniper. That is huge. Carson does go down, but River has Flog. He's going in with it. Callow has Uber. They're going to use. He's going in. Callow gets knocked back a little bit, but here comes that Flog. Nursey's able to pop in time, but she's forced to flash. Oblivion goes down. Space Ghost is still dead in on this, and the cart is slowly being pushed up. 2.5 minutes left, and everything is going exactly as
Rain
Rewind
behind
needs it
the
to.
ramp kills Scratchy, no gun.
Oh, that's going to be big. Zukima going down as well. River getting Demento, so more flog charge coming back in. Callow's the only one on cart right now, but this fourth cap should be going through, and Rewind's pulling a phenomenal time after being held up on second.
Super impressive forward hold there. Forces Candy's Uber out in a bad spot with that flog, as they are able to get this. 2 minutes left for this last push. It's definitely doable. Ubers will be fairly even. Stop on a Shay, that's fine. That doesn't matter for right now. The card isn't close yet. But Rewind just really looking to get in aggressively. Evil not going to find a pick, so it's going to come down to one Uber v Uber and then a Chaos push at the end.
Oh, and Exa already coming up on those level 3s. Knew it might come down to this. Has a level 2 up on card. Gonna get that quickly upgraded, and that can be so big in a potential drop-down situation because K&D won't be able to stay forward blocking that card.
Great snipe on the bull from a Shay from lower.
Oh, and they could go in on this right now. Yeah, they're going to go in. River playing forward right now. Does not have the crit flog. No, he does, but he's going to get taken out. The stuff coming in from Scratchy as Nursey's able to pop her Uber as well. They're being forced to back out right now, having lost players in that bowl. Still the only one dead. But
Gonna
no,
get sapped. This is getting chased.
coming out. Was
Cal's
Cal
gonna
going to live? No, he's going to go down. With only a minute left. That is an absolutely huge pick to be getting for K&D. The cart is a little bit further down the ramp than it was before, but it's not in any danger of immediately being capped. And Cal is going to be hard-pressed to build another Uber in this time.
Yeah, Jacob also getting access teleporter, so respawns are slow. Cal's gonna have to swap to like the quick fix of the vaccinator or something, and they're just gonna have to try to pressure this card. And 50 seconds is not enough to build.
He's up on
this
Uber right now. I mean, he could get it in 30, 40 if he's building entirely throughout that time, but it doesn't look like he's going to be.
Space
So
Ghost still standing on this roof, denying. Shay looking to shoot him in the feet. He does force him off the roof.
they are taking window control though. They're able to take Etney. River goes down as the exchange, and they just need to find some frags. Banny goes down as well. Rain's getting good spam off.
Shay gets
May
Space
the
Ghost.
gun. Oh,
She's
that-
uncontested, bottom left.
Look
She's
at him.
walking up the ramp.
He gets the gun. Here comes
Let's see.
Carson. Nursey's going to get the saw onto Evil. That
Heavy
may give
cart
her
pressure though
Uber.
from Pablo.
But
Someone's gotta
Pablo's
get on
getting it.
this.
It's so close. It's so close. They're not in yet. 10 seconds remaining. Candy's going to drop onto it. Callow, though, on it. Nursey's just the only
River
one
can air blast,
blocking.
River
Instead
can air
of get
blast.
it. River goes down, though. Not enough. We see the rest of Rewind trying to get in, but it's not going to be enough. Nursey with the heads-up play to deny the enemy medic from backcapping, and Candy's going to take the first round here on Swiftwater.
1 inch from going into that hole. And yeah, Candy comes out with this first round. Another nail biter of a round.
This match keeps on delivering. You're just getting the first taste of it now, Bobby.
Yeah, jeez.
And I can only say that, like, whenever a team gets into that mindset of, oh, we set a really good offensive time, we can just back out, you know, or we don't have to contest this, or, you know, we can contest later. It's such a dangerous game to keep playing because they just lose more and more ground that they wouldn't be losing otherwise if they were playing like, you know, their lives depended on it. And it gets down to the wire, you know, certain different things happening could, again, change the outcome of that round. And every single player right now playing, like, their plays mean the entirety of the match, which it really does, you know. One more round for K&D and they are invite champions.
One of the biggest missteps I noticed from that play so far was I think K&D just looked at their numbers and didn't look at their positioning before they moved into to defend third, right? Because Etney, we talked about how Etney and Banny were holding the tunnel behind, but then they moved out to contest. Since Etney and Banny were in the tunnel on second, the gym, the upper hub area was completely free. So Shay was able to walk in, everyone walked out, noticed where Shay was, one of them got picked, they started shifting back, Zukima got caught in, and it cost them a lot of ground on fourth. I mean, Rain was able to get in above them. Exile was able to take some of the ground on the grass right in front of the ramp. That one little misstep almost led to them snowballing fourth right away, too.
Yeah, and again, I do want to give props to Rewind for really getting out aggressively onto fourth and, you know, taking control of that ledge, because that's really the key to the point. And I'm really, you know, just thinking back, you know, you can say what ifs as long as you want, but, like, what if Rewind had played off of the ramp when they were holding fourth? You know, they had Uberad, they had taken out the sniper, they'd taken out the demo, so there's no spam coming in there, there's no sniper. They could have just ran at the cart, but only really, I think it was Callow and Pablo that did it, weren't able to stop it, and they could have held that for another 30 seconds, maybe another minute. And with the cart as absolutely close as it was, you know, that may come
matters.
back to haunt them.
Yeah, just when every round is coming down to the wire like this, it really is going to come down to the individual plays that people are making here. As for the messed up holds from both these teams, these are things that can be corrected in macro, where, like, the same mistake won't happen, I don't think, where K&D is just, you know, losing fourth because they're mispositioning, or that Rewind isn't popping Uber to defend. Like, those are things that can get fixed. At this point, I just need to see who can really take advantage of what mistakes are left and exploit them to see who can push this card through the fastest. This might be the last round of this season.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Rewind just come out with this just so we can, you know, keep this match going past midnight, which I think it may clear anyway, as the teams are not immediately readying up. It looks like probably taking some time to calm down and, you know, reassess, because they know how close this is going to be. Rewind does need to pull out the 2 in a row to take it here.
Also, you mentioning that macro mistakes are getting fixed. I think they might get worse, honestly, as time goes on. Like, they made mistakes then, but think about how long they've been playing.
Yeah,
I mean, this is when fatigue starts to set in. If it didn't set in already after 3 rounds straight of steel.
Yeah, I mean, at least those, none of those went more than like 6 minutes each, you know, on the offenses at least. But yeah, Borneo had some 10-minute cap times coming back to back. So
That's
I remember
fast.
I casted a match with Mustard, I think, a couple seasons ago, when it was another triple payload that went pretty much the entire distance. I think they ended up playing 8 out of the 9 potential halves, and, like, you could just see it. You know, I think that was Ronnie's team against Spoo's team. I don't remember what the names were in those seasons, but see, you know, Spoo's team thought they were going to win it, won the first map, but after losing Borneo, just completely tilted, and the mental was all in. That was DPM, I guess. I guess it was DPM against Got Money, I think, but just all in their favor. And yeah, when you play matches this long, you commit to this triple stopwatch. Mental, and, you know, your mental just becomes a huge factor.
Yeah, and if it does come down to which team, you know, really cracks first, whoever can't maintain a high level of play, whether through, you know, either tilt or tiredness, fatigue, it's gonna have an impact. I just really want to see who's gonna be able to make plays here, because at this point both teams want to get this over with. They want to just win already, and Rewind need to do 2 in a row to do it. So we'll have to see what they want to do. Etney playing in the back house right there might look for some sniper killer, but other than that, standard evil. What? How did he get sniped? Like, it's
Not
cloaked.
sure. That might have been an accident. Mento going to take out Shay as well before going down on his own. Yeah, evil typing what in chat? I think that was an
Yeah,
accident.
invisible headshot.
So unfortunate for him right there. But they are going to find Demento and Banny here. Cart is
Bomb
getting
onto
pushed
river
up.
in the river. It
Yeah,
gets
Etney
killed
goes down
by
too,
Exile.
so that may trigger the back out from Candy. Nursey already cheating backwards. Jacob's still in on first. Gonna run out of cloak as he gets into the water.
Oh, he's on the
Can he
med.
get on
Okay,
Callow?
nah.
No. Does actually get him down to 60 though. Another revolver
Yeah,
shot or
2
two
revolver
could have been
shots.
fatal, but very good on Rain to protect his med.
Yeah, and we will see standard setup here. No medic has dropped yet. This is a good sign. As Sniper is set up, on that back roof, watching in tunnel. Picks onto Shay and River. So the Flog Power going down ruins their Flog plan. They just need to force Nursey's Uber
Yeah,
here.
they're just going in right here.
Great
Nursey
reflex,
still
though.
hasn't used. Yeah, it's really
Now.
good milking. Yeah, we will see Rain get in there, but Callow, yeah, able to escape with his life right now. They're going to be... He's rotating into tunnel, actually. It looks like they may be considering this, but he doesn't know that no one's there.
Yeah, so the gun is set up from the start on the defensive, like opposite of the point, bottom of the ramp. So they're not even going to put the gun upper. And if Rewind know this, they might just opt into going tunnel. The one threat there then is the sniper and the dome man spamming you from upper. It does look like they have Shay watching upper. Look at Demento on Callow!
He's
Gets the
going to
drop.
just take him out. It
Gets
was
kill,
not,
yeah.
not a drop,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
just in the middle of his entire team, lands the revolver shots. Able to take him out. You're going to see some feeding now coming out. River's going to die to the sticky trap.
Nursey's playing so safe though, this isn't going to get anything.
Yeah, she's playing all the way on that bottom floor right there. And Exile trying to get some spam in. Gonna hit some damage onto Bull, but not enough. The cart is in the mouth of the tunnel. Evil takes out Etney. So tunnel control solely in the favor of Rewind right now. Might like to see Shay get in there, although he's in upper right now trying to find something.
Yeah, the gun's still going to be on the ground for the remainder of this hold, it looks like, as its sniper and main upper gets taken out by Exile walking in. It's traded for that one.
Yeah, Evil and Shay also going down though, so Carson a little bit forward, gonna be forced to back out. And again, just no real inroads for Rewind here in the upper.
Yeah, Nursey coming up on full Uber, Callow only 50%, so we're gonna have to see what they decide to do. They don't really have much time to do sacks anymore, so they're just gonna have to wait for their Uber out and hope they can get Nursey out and force out upper. As for the gun lower, I don't know what they're gonna do about it if they have to force out upper and kill
I
the
want
gun
to see
lower.
them push side tunnel.
Maybe. Where's Space Ghost? Snipe onto Scratchy, so if they know where this gun is, it gets killed easily. Counter snipe out into Shay.
Yeah,
though.
Rain can get an angle on it right now. Pablo's gonna go down to the gun, should be calling it, but no.
Yeah, they
Space
know where
Ghost
it
gets
is.
this shot onto it. River gonna drop down from the Uber, dies to the gun because it fades. I
Nursey's
don't know
Uber
if
was
Callow
not
got
forced still.
there. Yeah, and K&D really coming in rock solid on second.
Yeah, so super confident plays coming from Nursey, knows that the Uber will not get to her, does keep holding it. Space Ghost now trying to deny the shutter with a hard scope. Shay gets killed by Banny, will be uncontested in that.
Yeah, just that gun
Rain
is
walking
in such
in,
an
doesn't
odd
get the force.
position. It doesn't cover side tunnel. I want to see them push side tunnel, man.
Yeah, that's definitely true. They know where the gun is. At this point, though, they're worried about Space Ghost, who could just scope at anywhere and really shut down that angle. As for now, though, just losing flank members in tunnel. Shay goes down upper to Bull. So they need to, Rewind just need to really stem the bleeding here. They gotta get back together. They almost have Uber, get a push together. Get Nursey's Uber this time, and you know where the gun is, so that Pablo shouldn't be dying to it. Bolomeo takes out Exile, so they do have Uber now, so this delays. That's a really bad death.
Yeah, they're just, again, the time has been ticking away. It may not feel like it, but they've probably been here at least 3 minutes now, if not more. You think about how quickly K&D was able to push last time. Every second here counts. Jacob's going to go down, but Evil gets caught out as well, so no, Pit Class is able to really assist on this. And again, with that lower gun, I want to see the tunnel push. Upper doesn't,
And
you don't
they
need
will
to push
go
upper.
here. Pablo sniped early, so no cart pushers.
River's
Uber,
going to blow them all out, though. Gonna
this
find
will get the
Space Ghost,
force,
too.
finally.
Yeah, Nursey is going to be forced, but they do have players in. That gun, though, actually Zukima taking out River and Exile. The rest of them are all going to fall down in short order. Space
The
Ghost
gun
the only
doesn't
frag
get
there.
pressured, so it's still alive. The combo's gonna be walking back up. If Evil shoots this and kills it, it'll just be unfortunate timing for Scratchy. That will be what happens. Yeah, it's unlucky for him. He was getting ammo at the time when it was sapped.
I
But
mean,
it won't be that big of a deal. He'll have time to build it up before Rewind have an Uber here. Even Ubers once again, because Nursey did get forced.
Etney's
Side
got
tunnel.
the battalions popped. Yeah. Are we seeing anything? Well, we're seeing the flank come in right now,
Seeing-
but
yeah,
they're
upper
flooding into
pressure.
upper. Yeah.
They're just
Rain
getting
may
wiped
get
again.
through. No, yeah. They're just, a 10k for Zukima now playing on that window, unable to be taken out. River's kind of trapped in here, gonna get launched out. Goes back around, yeah, not gonna find anything. And
Danny
Callow
ran
gets
through and
taken
got
out.
Callow. They need to do something different. This is not working.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just saw 4 or 5 dominations pop up in the kill feed. So the gun's on ground. You don't need to go upper, man. I wish I could just project my voice into the server.
Bandy's been non-stop cleaning up the cart pushers around the gun. You know, he's been cleaning up all around that tunnel with the Etney. And they have like, they have no control anywhere really, Ryan. Finally, they send their combo tunnel.
Yeah, Banny may have his, we'll have his 12k
now he
finally
gets
shut
cleaned
down
up.
by Pablo, but Exile gets taken up by Bull on an 8k of his own. You know, they do have to compete with this. Shay's gonna get stabbed out,
Scratchy's
so no
gun went
sniper.
down.
Yeah, Carson in the side tunnel does get some spam out, but he's not close enough to anything to kill them. Zukima hits 12 on Pablo, and River and Exa are lower, gonna try to find some frags.
Space
Demento's
Ghost,
the
the
only
back
one.
left angle, picks up Exa, and the card gets closer, but no dice as they all pretty much wipe. Callow keeps his Uber though, so they will have another chance. We'll have to see if they take this Uber right back up, or it looks like they will.
Yeah, it's just K&D, I guess, found their form back on Swiftwater. You know, Borneo may have been their kind of kryptonite, I suppose. Still makes you wonder why they picked it, but they've clearly showing that they can, you know, play as strong as they have all season on any other map. So we actually see Scratchy with a mini in the corner spot, you know, kind of protecting tunnel now. The gun has been moved with only a minute 45, though.
Yeah, Bandy sniped out, Scratchy stabbed out, so no flank, so they have room to walk tunnel, and that's what their flank will do.
That mini should, that mini will go down, so no gun either. They may just tip in
The
cart
combo
right now.
should walk in upper right now because they're distracted.
Yep, they do. Exile gets in there, gonna find Nursey. She did get forced right there. Oblivion's gonna go down, but still more frags onto Rewind. They are forced back out to third, though. Callow's gonna
Etney
get
on
on cart.
Callow.
Here comes Etney. Can he get away? He will. Uses that little piece of sheet metal. Smart.
Banny's
Here
on him
comes
now.
Jacob, though. Jacob and Banny should surely get him.
Oh my
And-
god.
Oh,
He's
gonna
alive.
live. Just all of the
Exile
shots
gets sniped again
beefed.
though. Nursey stabbed by Evil. They need to get in now. This is 7 minutes through 2, and they have perfect conditions to walk through third point.
If at this point, if they pull a 10-minute time, that's going to be a miracle in and of itself right now.
Zuki on
Zukima sitting on
16.
16, Ball on 11 streaks. So the other player's going down, but the
The
combo,
combo
definitely
coming
not.
together for K&D in their most prominent hour, really. Carson gets
Yeah.
stabbed on cart.
And there goes Demento. Will get punished for that. Rain being pushed off into fourth right now. Banny going down. Gonna have a soldier v soldier in on fourth. Rain jumping out to get the pack. Etney, though, still dominating that. Exa coming in behind onto Space Ghost. Gonna take him out in close range. Exchange for his life. There goes Bull. 11 streak down. Zukima now on 17, though. The only streak remaining for them to take out. And there goes,
Does happen.
yeah, Exile gets him, and they should come in with a third cap soon, I hope. Banny feeding in to try to stop this, but no, he doesn't go down. River unable to
Carson's
take him
dead
out
again.
before he gets out
River's
Exile.
dead. Callow's 1v1 with Jacob here. On the truck.
Yeah, and
Rain
Callow
bombing back.
gonna
Saves his
reverse
life.
bomb. Yeah, gonna take him out, but feels like all of the wind are just out of Rewind cells at
Yeah,
this
Candy
point.
get a reset here. The Uber disadvantage will not matter. Rewind have to regroup before they can push in. Gun is lower right now for Scratchy. It will get built up when he's back there. Etney trading for Shay. That's a good pick for him. As Rewind looking in a pop cart here.
Uber's gonna get popped in through main right now onto Exile. They still haven't touched the cart yet. Now they finally will. Zukima in the upper spot, gonna cause a lot of havoc in this post fight. Nursey's Uber comes out in exchange. Corral's gonna go down because it was a way later pop. Carson goes down. Rain, no kills onto K&D with this. 6 onto Rewind.
Shay in the upper
yeah.
window.
We'll find Zukima, but that's about it right now. And they still don't have any ground to work with us. They're in danger of not capping third now.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to get something going here as any bombs into the departments to force right now. Demento on Callow, 1 HP off. The teleporter does pick him off.
And
And
so
Exile kills himself on it too. That's 2 picks for Jacob. It only counts as 1, but
Exile calling the
Aw.
GG chat after that
don't
one.
give up yet.
Heartbreaking. There's still time left on the clock. Exa fighting Etney, not likely to win that with the height disadvantage. Carson should avenge his teammate. But yeah, the cart back to rolling backwards again. Etney and Oblivion gonna go down, so maybe some room to work
IT
with.
hold and push here. Space Ghost goes down, doesn't see it in time. But XL gets piped out again.
Oh, they
Shay
get
trades
Bull.
it back for his teammate. So Candy will back out into their spawn here. Whether or not they contest cards yet to be seen.
Yeah, they are kind of forced onto the low ground right now. They are playing underneath them. Yeah, we see Etney trying to keep
IT
spam
held
going
by
in.
Rewind though, so they can shoot downwards at the card contesters, which they should be doing.
Yeah,
What's
XL
Carson
looks
doing?
like will go down. Yeah, doesn't.
Stab on Tazuki is very important here.
Yeah, Kalo's alone with Carson right now on this upper deck. Space Ghost not long for. No, the Uber gets
Uber
popped
the
to save
sniper.
Space Ghost, and Kalo's gonna go down. Pretty low or high Uber percentage on him, but it's not gonna matter. And with only a minute left on the clock, K&D may just stomp their foot down and.
Yeah, look at Shay in this upper. Alright, he's dead. But really just Rewind kind of being tired at this point. They're not playing together. If Carson really peeked the edge and tried to contest the contesters on cart, you know, they might have had something going there, but really just not playing together at this juncture. Candy's able to reset, 20% advantage, so one last chance to cap third, and if not, then Grand Finals ends here.
Yeah, Kalo sitting only on 35%, really won't have enough to get this Uber off. Nursey sitting on 60 may have it in a potential overtime fight. I'm used to hearing that on third, but they're going to find 4 frags immediately. Getting down onto card, the level 3 is not long for this world, and they're going to take it in, probably, what, 10 minutes? 11 minutes through third. 2.5 minutes.
Oh, Banny just ran in and
Oh,
owned Calo off silos.
That was a drive-by, but I don't think I've ever seen 11 minutes through third. They're going to get another 2:45.
Rivers in, dead. Yeah, they don't have the luxury either of the early aggression here. So Space goes set up on Shutter. The Candy gets set up on the top of ramp. No gun yet, but doesn't matter. Sniper is contesting. Bomb in onto Nursey trying to force.
Great
Good
surf. Landed on
Calo
a rocket
gets
and
stabbed by Jacob. This
right
is
out of
rough.
spawn. I mean, they have 2 minutes here. I think the longest Swiftwater time I've ever seen was about an 18-minute or so. I don't know if they're going to be able to replicate that as with only 2 minutes left and Nursey sitting on full ad. They were able to push out second and third with less than a minute, but I don't know if they're going to be so lucky on fourth.
I just want you to know that was supposed to be a double bomb, but Exile messed up his pogo sticky and went like straight up.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he was coming from Shutter and basically was at
His
30 health
wrist
and walked
probably
over.
Oh, but they're
at
gonna
this
take out.
juncture.
They're gonna take out Space Ghost and Zuki really quickly, getting ground on this car right now. Bull's gonna go down as well.
Calo piped out.
Unfortunately,
though,
going
traded.
down right now. The Uber coming out, but Candy may not have the players to hold this as their combo is down. Carson sitting on that half cover. They're doing a
They
lot
will
of
collapse
work.
here and get Carson.
Yeah, Banny
the
takes
gun
him
is still
out.
up though. That's very threatening here.
Pablo getting cart up to the ramp though. Doesn't look like they're in a position to stop him. Space Ghost could potentially snipe him, but he's not hitting the shots. Now Pablo forced to
get
get off
back on
of
the
it.
cart. Alright.
No, he lets it drop down. Oh, he's going for the climb again, but they're all coming out to it.
Any bombing onto Calo. One more rocket does get Calo again. And
This just
another
feels a-
full reset
yeah.
coming in for them.
Jacob's gonna get the butter knife onto Exa up against the wall. And yeah, again, we're at less than a minute here.
They're trying their best to bomb
Huge
for Nursey. That
sky
double bomb
high.
gets cleaned up by Zuki.
Yeah, and it just feels like a victory lap for K&D, if anything. But this is unfortunate. I'd like to see this last cap come out here, at least to get to last. But I don't know if it's
Spy-In does
I
get
don't know if it's
Space
in the
Ghost.
cards.
That's a good
Yeah.
start.
no pick classes for K&D, but everyone else is still up. They are going to be
Gun
getting
goes
Calo.
down.
Is he on the quick fix? No, he just surfs over to the card. Bit of a fancy footwork out of him, but the Uber's going to
in.
get popped out.
There's no way Calo survives this.
Now
Vanny.
he kites
Ooh,
back
air
to the
blast.
pack. Yeah, no one's
River, good
no one's
deny.
chasing him. Calo's got to come in and find two
Someone
saws
opened
and
the
someone
shutter
right here.
for him.
No, he's got to run towards the card, not away from it. Calo just needs to find saws right
He
here.
can't hit the jump on the barrel, dude.
Oh, that's like that's this entire match in a microcosm. It feels like.
Yeah.
As the time is gonna tick out, 3 minutes through third is what K&D is gonna have to come up against. Game's
11
not
minutes
over
through
yet,
third.
but who knows? Maybe we see a second hold coming out here. That would be the wildest
Honestly,
time
we did it to them on Borneo. Honestly, I think it's doable, right? Right, Kresnik?
I have been held as K&D on second enough to know that it's possible.
All right. Well, we have the stage set here. Rewind's last stand to come. We'll have to see what kind of cheese they think they can pull out here.
I'm interested to see what Nursey's gonna run here because I feel like this is prime opportunity where we may see some crits.
Bolomeo. You think Bolomeo would call for it here?
I think anyone would call
Maybe.
for it here. I mean, you got 11 minutes through third.
Bull's probably calling for it, but the question is Nursey going to listen? I think that's what it comes down to.
I don't know. I've always been a really big fan of it just because I feel like if you crits in and get their Uber, which is generally pretty easy to do, you build that second crits faster. It's not about the first, it's about the second. Where you're then able to take that in. You can even, you can
Yeah, the
lead with
first
a
Uber
pyro.
crits isn't good, but if you can get the crits faster, then the second one might be.
Mission begins.
Yeah, you have to force. If you force with the first, you can do something with the later ones.
Yeah. Ooh, Exile doing the trap that Bull of Mayo invented on that staircase to try to drop a medic.
Yeah, getting it on that little, in that little corner there. Exile just typing die to it in chat, calling a shot. Bull aware of it.
He bombed the trap! He bombed the trap!
Some next level plays, and this is why K&D is likely to win the grand finals here. It's their demo man bombs enemy demo sticky traps. Spam coming in on the cart. Spencer's gonna go down, and oh, there goes Jacob. Takes out Shay on the retreat. So,
Yeah, no defensive sniper is a bit worrying, but he will be up in time before the push actually comes in. No teleporter up for Exa, but the gun is set up upper. Stab onto Rain. Now that's going to be big because he won't be up in time to hold tunnel. So Space Ghost is going to be free to walk into tunnel as he pleases here with Etney.
Cap's gonna come in, and we're now looking at more than 10 minutes to cap 2 points. 7.5 that Rewind is realistically gonna look to hold here on second alone, if they want to have any kind of miracle at continuing the shake. Taking out Space Ghost is gonna
It's a
be
good start.
It's gonna be the
Do
start.
that 10
That's
more times.
Gonna need more than if
Just do that for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what they gotta look for. At the very least, you have
Jacob's
the.
in now. Jacob's in lower. He's gonna go for a cheeky stab here. Look at
Can
him.
he find? Oh, he's just
He's in.
dancing
It's not being
around. He's
checked by
in.
River. Oh
Will
my
he
god.
find anyone? Oh no, Cal
he
sees
gets
him.
checked.
Oh, but Cal almost drops. If that pipe had gone in a
River
second
gets
faster.
dropped. River gets dropped though, so no pyro to deny spam upper now. Bull's gonna be able to just peek and walk in. If they know that Shay's
Oh,
not
the
looking,
Uber
Shay's
comes
gonna get taken
out.
out from side tunnel.
Yeah, the Uber comes out. Cal is going to be forced to pop extremely low HP, and they have low ground in this Uber. They're just going to back out of this, not even going to risk losing any players to it. Bandy's getting the
Side
card
tunnel
up.
control over to Rewind. They use the rest of the Uber to kill the side tunnel pushers. Space Ghost's still there. We'll get taken out at the end.
Yeah, they're just being forced out of upper by Zukima right now. No one's on cart because low ground is still in control of Rewind right now.
Candy have apartments though, so they're gonna look to walk in over Rewind's head.
All right,
Exa
1
goes
minute down. Exa goes down. Oh,
The
Rear
gun
comes
is up,
in,
though.
Gets Nursey in upper, so he's going to get himself some revenge there. Oblivion goes down to the gun as well. That
There's a
lower
mini
spot.
sentry on the side roof. Dead.
That lower gun spot that we
Bomb
see
onto
Scratchy
Callow,
using,
yeah.
and now Exa there has been seeing increasingly more usage. Demento going to get taken out on card, and we saw a bit of an upper side tunnel hold for Rewind for a sec there, calling
Yeah.
back to the old days
Honestly,
of Swiftwater.
that wasn't bad for Rewind at all. The card didn't get that far. It didn't get to the sort of down ramp that makes it a lot harder to contest once they get in on you. And they will have a big Uber advantage coming in here. Their sniper set up. Their gun is coming along on the ramp. So, yeah, it's okay for now. Like, this is an okay setup for them.
Yeah,
They were smart with their Uber.
they're through about 2 minutes of this. You know, that's like a quarter of the way there. So, got to keep it up. Bandy's going to run in on cart right now.
Gun
Gonna
seeing
get-
him.
Yeah, got to force him out. You're a
What is-
horn being
what-
popped. That's Rain's conch
Look
down
at the
on
Uber.
ground. But
It-
yeah, Uber's going to come out of Rewind, and I'm not
That
sure
cannot
why.
have happened.
It was
he
a
got
pipe and then
spammed
the
by the
stickies came
demo,
in,
but
yeah.
like you can't eat that spam as Callow.
Yeah, just not good, because now Nursey's going to have full ad here. River can maybe stuff this, but they're going to have to figure out a way to continue holding this. Otherwise, the Uber does get popped
Look
out.
at Exa's sentry. It's in the corner.
Oh yeah, that's the
It
pub
blows Bull
spot.
away.
Yeah, it blows him out. He's gonna get forced out on this. He's in prime positioning to shoot Callow.
gets Zuki.
He doesn't know about it. He hits one pipe. Can he hit the second?
He
Callow has no
does.
idea he's there.
That's
and he
clean.
Takes him out. That being said, though, frags are going over in Rewind's favor. They're both trading a lot of
Pyro on
numbers.
Shay does kill him.
They have.
Revenge crits onto Nursey.
See,
from Exa.
oh, Exa comes up big, but Pablo's gonna go down here, and
They
it's
don't
just
have players
evil.
left.
Yeah, River, my Exile takes the telly in. They stop cart for a little bit longer. Scratchy's low HP on it. Six are
Benny
coming in.
cleaning up,
Space
though.
Ghost. Oh, not gonna burn out. Carson though, this telly in upper
Callow's got to
still.
get back into spawn, or they got to contest here.
Yeah,
They
they are
don't
gonna
get it.
cap
They're
it
stuck
in.
here. The
Oh,
sniper's
this is
stuck.
Is Callow caught in the gate? Callow's caught in the
He's
gate.
stuck in the gate.
He's gonna hit. He's gonna hit the Banny Bunny
Yeah,
and get out
yeah.
though. So
Okay, that's fortunate for that. Quick thinking on his part. And okay, 3 minutes on second. Now you have to have 7 minutes on third.
Oh,
Evil
that's
stab
not
on
a good
space
sign.
base. Yeah. Okay, Candy are already in here, but
they are
will
getting forced
get
out.
forced out. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are gonna see
Spy gets
bit-
killed.
Yeah, gonna see a bit of a hold in right now.
Carson
Callow's
close on cart here.
still
1v1 versus Zuki. Zuki wins.
on Uber. Yeah, Zuki's gonna take that. Gonna get healed back up by Nursey as well.
Headshot right as the arrow hits.
Oh, clutch. He's just gonna eat that sandwich and heal himself back
Bomb onto Shay.
Space Ghost is up in the window though.
Bomb onto
Callow gonna-
Callow got hit into Scratchy's mini and died to the shotgun. So this will be it. It looks like one last desperate effort here, running out on cart.
That's not all they've got it stopped for now. They're gonna find some frags.
Space Ghost is on the silo, drops down, signed the heavy. He did it.
He does it and he's gonna capture it. Space Ghost finds the kill, and that's gonna be it for these grand finals. Season 2, gonna be Kids Next Door taking home the trophy and that sweet, sweet prize pool money. They were just so close enough coming second in Season 1, and they're gonna reforge themselves for Season 2 and take it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, good on
definitely showed that they are deserving of the title of best team in Invite. Even on their weaker game type, they come in a bit weak early, but they managed to turn it around on Steel and Swiftwater, being very convincing on Swiftwater and winning the clutch in Steel. So yeah, they're definitely deserving Invite champions coming in here.
Yeah, I mean they were dominant throughout the entire season. Had a bit of a hiccup right in on Borneo, but really after that just came back into form. And looking at the Swiftwater, you really wouldn't know that they were down in this series at one point and potentially could have lost it if Callow got that Uber off on Steel.
Yeah, they would have straight got 2-0'd if that got popped. So yeah, I mean the tiny things are really the biggest things in the end. Maybe if Callow doesn't drop 4 times or 3 times in the round that they lost first before that, then they can take this to a bracket reset. But in the end, K&D, they do withstand. They do take the victory.
And yeah, so real quick, we are gonna get some players from K&D in for interviews, but if you're hungry for more TF2 action, this Wednesday will be the start of the Prolander season with, I believe we are gonna be having Cat Noises versus Froyotech coming in. Oh, for sixes, excuse me. No restriction, not Prolander. My bad on that.
We're tired.
Yeah, it's been a long night. You'll have to forgive us, Sig. On Upward with Prolander will be starting soon, but yeah, we do have registration going for that for another few weeks. So no restriction sixes league already going in, but working pretty well. Got to play in a match earlier, and it's definitely a fun game mode. I mean, can get a little chaotic, but definitely fun.
All right, and we have players in for the interview. So far, we have Bowl of Mayo, Demento, and Zukima waiting in the waiting room up there.
I think we're just sorting out, making sure those are the
yeah, probably.
Those are the real players. We had a bit of a mishap, I believe it was last week.
Yo.
And the chat's been getting rated pretty hard, so give us a minute here.
Oh, there goes Alto.
All right, Kresnik, give us your thoughts on being Invite champion.
Yeah, the hundreds of hours I've been playing for Paladins in the last couple months really carried me to Invite TF2 Invite champion today. I'm glad they did it. Like, they definitely deserved it. You could, when they played a map, you could tell when they were playing a map they were comfortable on. It was night and day from the Borneo gameplay earlier.
Yeah, definitely. And we do have everyone in the channel.
Yeah, we are going to be having Bowl, Demento, Nursey, Oblivion, and Zukima all coming in here. So I think first off, congratulations as an order. Guys, looked a little rough at first, but I think definitely pulled it together at the end. And by the time that Swiftwater half ended, I don't think it's any,
There's
question.
no
You
doubt.
guys are deserving champions, yeah. So I guess we'll start it off with that Borneo house, since I think that added a lot of intrigue to the map. So since that was your guys' map pick, I guess what was going in your mind with that, and I guess just the whole triple stopwatch thing going into the grand finals?
Bull, you can take it.
So with Borneo, with our scrims and all of our matches on Borneo, we were feeling really comfortable with the map, and part of the reason why we got why we lost Borneo so convincingly by their side is a lot of the scrims and matches that we had, we didn't deal with the issues that we had coming into this match on Borneo. And I'm glad that we're seeing like other teams that are just catching us off guard. That's really good. I'm really proud that they're learning and doing that. But the biggest reason why we got so shut out is because we just never dealt with those issues before. Like their last holds were very amazing. Like they had amazing last holds, and some of their aggression, like when they're doing like their forward thirds and stuff, that was amazing, and it's some things we haven't dealt with before.
They played their post fights very intelligently, and it's what we should have done and what I wanted us to do. But we were too disorganized in Borneo, and I don't think we talked about it enough. I don't think we were all like on the same page in where we want to play, because we backed up in the spawn a lot, which got us like an awful post fight because we're coming out of spawn doors. They played the opposite side very well, and Carson was a big factor in that because he would hide at the other side and just come in and wipe like 2 players, 3 players. And Evil had a really big play on Cart that stopped our cap on the first half.
Yeah, definitely looking, really good for them on that. I don't think anyone was really expecting them to come out, with that quick of a hook, especially we saw the crits come out in that very first round, and
Drop to a bolt trap.
after Kylo dropped to the trap, we were like, oh well, there goes that, but they still
What
managed
other
to
tricks do
perform
they
really
have up
well.
their sleeve is really what we're thinking.
We're
Yeah,
pretty
but
good at
moving-
dropping medics on Borneo
we're-
first. It doesn't do as much though.
Alright. Speaking
Moving-
of dropping medics, on that steel half, Demento, tell me about those 3 medic drops on
Wait,
the
I dropped
pushing
Chinatown
team.
3 times?
Yes, on the same
When?
spot in 3 different rounds.
Doesn't even know.
Oh, I remember one now.
On that B push. But coming into that steel, the first round, very close all the way down. You guys took a very standard steel push, and every one of your offenses, unless you were forced to by the 4-minute time. But 2 of the rounds on steel came down to the, both teams have about even spawn times with the teleporter, and the cap is like there's a minute left. The cap is half done. Sack everyone onto the point as often as you can. So, what were you guys think
Yeah.
about that steel fiasco?
We wanted to ban it because Steel is a very finicky. We're very, very confident on that map, but
Best team in
the other
Steel.
team also has really, really good players for Steel, like Carson and Exile. They really know how to play that map. Shay's not a
Exaflamer too
pushover.
was
Exaflamer
Exaflamer was carrying with his level
Exaflamer
3s
and
behind
Rain
us.
played
Yeah.
the flank
He
very smart.
pulled so much
That
aggro away
gun
from
on
us.
C was like one of the wildest things I've seen. I think.
Yeah.
They
That
called
was
it the
gun
gun
on
of
C.
Ghost.
That
That
gun
thing
on C
single-handedly.
won in that round.
Yeah.
And like another thing is with Exa's guns, like when you saw them how much they like fed. I think they really wanted that last couple. I think it was like the first round. And from a demo
2 minutes
perspective,
straight.
yeah, from a demo perspective, I don't know if you guys saw it at all, but I would literally every single time I would shoot 8-6, go to spawn door, 8-6 spawn door, because I just like the gun itself in that wishbone is taking so much spam off the cap point, and they're able to get so much inching time for that, and people don't understand that sentry like is getting cap time. It's directly correlated with it. It's amazing what Eggs was able to do on that map.
I want to touch on that first round again too. So in those, I want to say it was about a minute 45 of just continuous.
Yeah.
They had Italian wishbone, and it was just spawn, run in, and it's just everyone's running. And
Oh.
was there any comms during that? Was there anything in particular you guys were
Yeah,
focusing
I
on, or
was
was
just
it just
screaming. I was
was
just
just
screaming
screaming, yeah.
Bolt to stay alive, don't die, please. You're literally the only reason we're holding this by staying alive, and he stayed alive all the way up in the last 20 seconds,
I knew
and then
that
our
if
med
I-
walked in.
If I died once in that 2 minutes, it was over, because that damage for demo is invaluable to a cap like that. If I died once, it was over.
Yeah, 30-second almost respawn times coming in for
Yeah.
people who die at that juncture.
Yeah,
so.
we saw Zukima hit a 28-second one time, and I think we both brought it up like independently, just because we saw the 28 pop up on the left side of our screen, and it just.
Oh yeah, I
That-
ran out and got
Well,
some
it
food.
actually it got added. I had like a 30-second spawn, and then they capped B, and it added another 10 seconds. It's like almost a straight minute without being alive.
Yeah, definitely very interactive map there because of how that works. And
Yeah.
despite their confidence in playing steel and the very clutch plays out of their good steel players, they were not able to take that. You guys did take the third round of that, in another one of those sack everyone on point. This one was a bit more convincing than the first rounds, but after that we went to Swiftwater. What was the logic behind picking Swiftwater for your tiebreaker map? Because you had other maps available.
Cursed map.
Jacob,
Cursed map.
no.
We suck.
yeah, we'll say that.
Swiftwater has always been a thorn in my side, and Exile's always been on the other side of it. We would always play Swiftwater very strong and win the first half pretty convincingly, and then Exile would just flip a switch, and their team would absolutely roll us for the next 2 halves. That's happened
Yeah.
2 seasons in
3?
3 seasons. What was the it was 2 fast forward seasons. What was the other one?
Was it
One-
24,
one where I
24
killed
25
PND?
in last season? Yeah, 24,
Oh yeah, we
25
died on
in last season.
24. That's right. And we just decided that once that second half clicked, that we were just going to play perfect TF2.
Basically.
I didn't want Exile to win again. Not on that map.
Yeah,
we
really
just
just felt
discouraged
like
that.
you guys, just went off to a bit of a slow start, and we just saw you get progressively better and just sharper as, going on to that.
Yeah, it doesn't help that you don't we've been playing very minimally over the past 2 weeks with ourselves not really having a whole lot of scrims the week before this one, and then only having, well, I guess we had Sunday scrims this week in a pregame,
Yeah,
but
we got good scrims. I'd say.
it's definitely we were kind of like out of check for how much we normally play with the game. We're kind of slacking off, to say the least.
We lost Borneo fair and square.
Mhm.
And Steel was we
Could
played
have gone
Steel.
our way, really. Yeah.
Our only misplay on Steel was taking that Uber into that gun, but I don't even think we knew that gun was there. And we decided for the third half that we're just going to give up seeing, because we were very confident in our pushes. So we were just trying to aim for that assault, that like above 6-minute time. So we gave up C pretty early and held IT.
One thing I want to ask, since he's not here right now, do you guys he's won both seasons now. So what's it been like playing with Banny this season? Since
It's a dream. It really is. He's one of the best teammates you can have. No matter like what game mode you could throw him into, what class you put him on, he's gonna try his hardest, and he'll always
He
perform.
coordinates, he recommends
Yeah.
strategies, he listens to other people, he doesn't bait, and he's not toxic at all in comms. He doesn't get mad at anyone. I don't know. He's been around the block for a while. I think he knows how to play TF2 pretty well.
I'm
Yeah, no, I mean-
miserable.
I think one of the reasons why we were able to bounce back is just the in between each round. Bandy was always the one to initiate the post like half things on what went wrong, how to fix it. The player is very nice.
Yeah,
Good.
Bobby mentioned it too, right as we were coming into Swiftwater, that just when you have a stopwatch and it doesn't end in the first 4 rounds, pretty much the mental game and fatigue really starts to be coming into it, since we're almost 4 hours since you guys probably started pre-gaming. So that's a lot of TF2
I could have
to
kept
play.
going.
It is.
I could have
Yeah.
kept going. It's not bad.
You
Okay.
should have given him the first round then.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
thing I want to ask Nursey, since just as she hasn't been able to say much so far, was I noticed on that frantic Steel defense, I saw the amputator come out. Was that a conscious decision just to keep the health regen up on point, or was that just a mistake? Because I think you may have lived once because of the regen, but I'm not sure.
I always run Amputator. I'm on Kritzkrieg. I was running Kritzkrieg at the time.
Really? Okay.
Oh, that makes
Alright.
sense.
Yeah.
That's actually really smart. I never knew you
I
did that.
know. I'm a
I
genius.
saw you on that saw, and I immediately thought why is my medic trolling? And then I knew oh, you know what you're doing.
I run the bone saw in 6s.
Yeah, well,
Really?
that's because Furiotech does a lot of things.
Mm,
Perma
Beyond-
sniper Eric. I
beyond-
watched last night.
beyond mortal comprehension.
But I run Uber saw in Highlander because spies give me free saws.
Speaking of
I
free
assist
souls,
on that.
Swiftwater.
Thanks.
That definitely
Who's the
helped.
spy on Rewind? Thanks,
Evil.
Evil.
Sorry, evil.
Unfortunately.
Anyway,
Evil gave me the most anxiety.
I think
goddamn.
every single grand
Evil's
finals
really
I've
good.
ever played, a spy's always giving me a saw to do a last second round save.
Del Dongo has, Akuma has. To name
You
a
want
few.
to,
Now evil.
Yeah, I do want to try to get Bobby in on this, since
Mhm.
hasn't had anything to say yet. Since these guys have been your teammates for so long. Anything you want to say to him? Anything you want to ask?
Congratulations on finally winning without me.
Oh god.
It
Okay,
You
man.
needed
Okay,
DK
man.
players to win.
only took the other player from Long Island to
How
replace
long
you.
did it take you?
They had to sell themselves out to Banny.
What? 12
Yeah.
seasons?
A really long time.
Yeah,
Hey,
Banny
so
went
I think
56
of it.
and
I
19
think of it as
carried.
an exchange. We subbed to Banny a few weeks ago for carrying us, just for like a thank you. But Banny has agreed to play Minecraft with us for the first time
yeah.
ever since if we won finals. So that's gonna happen.
Someone's got to get that streamed.
Banny's
He's
probably
never
gonna stream
played
it.
Minecraft. He doesn't know anything
He's
about
never
it.
played Minecraft?
he's
Yeah,
never
he's never.
played Minecraft.
He's never played
Okay,
it.
we need to get invisible potions and just fly above them and spawn creepers on them all the time.
Dude, that's what
Yeah,
I did
this is
against
just what
Fast.
it's
I
like.
did
Yeah,
that with
get
the
me another
Fast Forward
Minecraft
Minecraft
server,
server.
He won't know any better. It's just Minecraft.
You guys gonna grief Banny?
No,
Yes,
no.
we're gonna spleef him.
I
Yeah,
might
no,
give
we're-
Team Abolition the Minecraft server info. Make a visit.
We'll give them an honest Minecraft experience.
Anyway, to kind of close out the map talk, What was the atmosphere like when you pull off, that 10-minute third, like 10 minutes through third, and they don't cap fourth?
Straight
What was-
face.
Yeah.
Intensity
Yeah, it was very
intensifies.
modest.
We were all just like focused on the game. No one, or like we said, good time, and that was pretty much it.
Man, Space would not shut up.
Yeah, send him space.
Gives me so much anxiety, dude. The whole season, I sit on him and he freaking monkeys out.
Dude, we would call spy on him like so many times for like a story, and you're like, oh, I turned around.
He's
Yeah,
deaf.
he said
He's
that
deaf.
3 times.
Even after like a decent defense like that, we knew that it's still very much possible that that we can still just lose this because nothing's
Oh,
impossible.
I
And
wasn't giving Exile any room.
Oh yeah, you were
and that-
on him all the time.
yeah. And that was
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of prevalent. Like the first push that we had into upper second failed, so it kind of like really clicked there. That's like, oh, this is this is really not guaranteed. We still need to put
5
all our
minutes we
effort
lose the
forward.
half. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess this gave Zag and I a big kickball since we both played with you when you discovered it. But bombing Exile's trap.
bombed the trap.
Okay, listen. Jacob said he's doing my trap. I said, listen, no.
He said you
Don't
put it on the
he
right
did the wrong
side.
thing. Yeah, he did it on the wrong side. You do it on the left side. It's always the best.
Why
And
are you
from this
guys
point on, guess
questioning
what?
the first place player?
And guess what? Guess what? I'm never gonna use that
Bravo.
trap again because everyone knows it now.
Nope, he's gonna use it again.
No, I'm not.
He is.
It's
okay.
just part of the mind games.
I feel like we should hide. Can you hide like rescue ranger
found-
bolts to disguise traps?
I found those sticks on door. That was the first time I used that trap on door, and I remember
Yeah.
it came in.
No,
clutch.
that's why Exile and I saw it, or Zag and I saw Exile put it there, and we're like, oh, he's going for the bolt trap, like he's
Not
trying to
gonna
assert
work.
dominance, and then first thing is you just jump in.
The
But I
log
mean,
trap
at
was
that
also
point-
innovated on door, right?
The what?
The log trap.
Log trap
Where
was on
Zagran
door.
blocked it.
We got
maybe.
Okay, we're
Maybe
the
that,
first
like,
team to
trap.
use it, but I saw it in a pug first, so I told Ed Bull to
Ah.
use it.
And then you threw your spin on it
We
by
pulled a
just
lot
body
of
blocking them.
shenanigans on door. We
that
really
was a
liked
good-
our
that was a good
traps.
I
season.
want to say we got the pyros flogging into upper done too.
Yeah,
because
we
I
did
think,
that
I
too.
think that
Flog
we
is
made
dumb.
that meta. I think we actually made that meta, and that I've hated that ever since.
Wait,
I'm really
door
regret
of the
doing
meta
that.
makers now.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, that's a good
when
point.
you have
River,
Neo Medic, you gotta
River
find
on
new ways to
Flog.
win.
Do you remember River on Flog on Steel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
like, he
walked
jumped
in.
up,
Yeah,
getting a
River
6
destroyed
day.
you guys.
Yeah.
Dude, and like Bull at the morning is like watch for Flog, and I was calling
Yeah,
Flog, and
I
I was
was
watching
like,
Flog. We knew it was there, and River was still
It's so
doing
hard
it,
to counter with
Yeah,
the
if
dead
you
zone,
just
so
jump
he
into
River's
cover, it
definitely
jumps
so
in,
fast.
and you're done. Like it's just you. What do you do?
It's like just
Mhm.
soldier bombing in, but he's got RTD toxic on. Like, how do you stop
I
that?
know.
Yeah, we stopped it on Borneo, and then I guess we just. It might be just better on Steel and Swiftwater. I don't think it's a very good Borneo Flog map.
I
River's
know.
the best pyro in the game.
Back when Arts played Pyro, he would run Flog on Borneo last, just because you don't need Air Blast as often there. You can just push out of that right side, get in there, but that's
You
about all
know,
I've seen on it.
one of the things we like talked about when we lost Borneo, because we like talking about TF2. A few people wanted to
Yeah,
just
we're
move
big
on to Steel,
nerds.
but we talked about what we could have done to like win that second half, and one of it was just denying the Uber with our Pyro. I think it is more important than you think, because part of winning a post fight in Borneo is to make sure you don't go to spawn, but you like go to the opposite side. And if their Uber's just allowed to hold W into you, it's going to displace you, knock you down. You need a Pyro to stop them and keep them on that side. So Air Blast is very important on Borneo last.
I feel like it's very. I feel like it is pretty simple to stall a push over there, as long as you're
Mhm.
ready, right? If you have good calls, you can always rotate faster.
It got us. I don't. Maybe we'll look at it. I don't know. They got us good.
They
They boomed
played
you.
Borneo very, very well.
I'm not
now
sure
that
what
you
I
guys
could
have
have done
now that
differently.
you guys have the throne, you got to do VOD reviews of the grand finals to make sure you can
Oh no,
maintain it.
I will. Don't worry. Never mind. I put an unlisted video, and the unlisted video gets 10 times more views than any of my demo reviews.
I'm gonna honestly say though that you probably wouldn't think it, but I think our team probably VOD reviews as much or even more than the other teams in the league right now. Even though we it seemed like we were pretty cocky at first and everything. We still did actually put just as much
We-
effort in as everybody else.
We STV reviewed every playoff match.
We
We
lost to Space Force, really.
Yeah, we don't
shattering
talk
the
about
psyche,
that.
shattering the psyche, really. Yeah.
Oh,
we,
yeah,
we had
I-
the we had the perfect 10-9-0 season. What is it?
Yeah, how many
I
matches
mean,
are in the
all I'm
season?
saying is, no. I mean, you look at what the record went from when I wasn't there and when I was there. That's all I'm saying.
I for one do not make a good medic. I get really angry really fast because I like being listened to, and when I not listened to on Spy, I mean I can still play Spy. But
No
when
wonder
I'm
you guys called me in.
when I'm not listened to on medic and I get mad, that's like ruining the team's game because I'm just feeding into Ubers and not paying attention.
Yeah, but either way,
Like on
you,
Spy,
You
it
got
doesn't
to
matter
figure
about
out how to yell at your teammates constructively, which is a
Yeah.
struggle I've had for the
Yeah.
past
You're
Either
the
way.
champion, Jacob.
You've
I
been
am an open
denied an
champion.
undefeated season by the Seer of Shadows and Dreadnought, so unfortunate on
They're
that
good
one.
players.
Yeah,
I was actually thinking about
they're my
stopping
boys.
this season, and I decided to off class in med, and I was like ready to quit. And Zuki was gonna cut me
then
because he knew I didn't really want to play.
Someone
So,
had to
like,
wrangle them all back up.
but I'm like, we got 4-0, and I'm like, well, now I just want to win. I didn't like the feeling.
As soon as Jacob so they lost, and Jacob messaged me the Tuesday after, and he said, I just lost to tacos. Come back."
I did not do that.
Yeah,
That's
he
not
did.
what I
He
did.
said that.
Zuki called back to you.
Can I
Okay,
tell my
man.
story of how I got back?
Yes.
All right, so I overdosed
No,
on heroin.
I
No,
think we don't go
no.
there.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think we're getting a little
Yeah,
getting a
that's
little
off
off
topic.
topic
Are we doing
here.
shoutouts?
So yeah, sure.
Alright.
Bold, get yours out of the way first.
I want to shout out first of all Rewind. That was one of the best grand finals. It's up there with the DK grand finals where it went to both matches on the Monday and Saturday. It was an amazing match. You guys played Borneo absolutely well, and Steel was a nail biter. Thank you for like consistently having a few like roster shuffles, but it's still coming out amazing on the grand finals. I want to shout out to Ronnie J for consistently placing. No matter whatever happens to him, he gets the tail end of every single situation.
Yeah, when you snaked him in week 1.
But he always manages to prevail with all the demo issues he's had. It's amazing that he can consistently place under those conditions. So big shout out to Ronnie. And I just want to shout out, production, everyone coming out.
All right.
Thank you also too for
Alphabetically, yeah, Jacob, you're next anyway. So
a shout out to everyone I've ever played with: Sacred Dragon, Michael Kingley, Kresnik, Jarrett, the likes, Ender, Scissor. There's a huge list I could go down. Billy Saurus. Everyone I've played with, even down the Giraffe himself, have been like a pleasure and has like brought me to like Giraffes especially. He's kind of the one that got me to always call my decloaks. Unfortunately, he does have a big influence in how I play Spy.
I never played a season with Giraffe where he didn't cut me.
True. Don't shout him out then for your shoutouts.
I won't.
anyway, yeah, Kresnik didn't get to say too much since
Yeah, no, I didn't
Bit of
want
a
to break
late
your
arrival,
mojo. Yeah, I didn't want to break your mojo. You guys are bouncing off each other. I know how it is. I didn't want to break your mojo. But shoutouts to Draft 4 Nursey. And shouts to you guys for letting me come in. Shouts to the Paladins community for keeping me going, and shoutouts to everybody watching and keeping Highlander going.
somehow this zombie
Somehow.
of the game mode is still shambling ever
Yeah.
forwards.
I'm glad you hooked up with Alto, Bobby, because I didn't know you could make it today.
I literally, if your game
he's-
didn't go so long, I wouldn't have been able to. I finished scrims at 11 o'clock.
Just type in
Beautiful.
stream chat. It'd be great if I could get in. I'm like, yo, get in.
Perfect.
Anyway, yeah, Nursey, you're up.
Man, there's a lot of people I would love to shout, like my Highlander team, the Luca goers. But the only person I want to shout more than anything, the person that keeps me motivated in my life, Con Bud.
Good
Not a
shout
lot
out.
of people remember that man, but he keeps talking to me till this day.
Is that
Keeps
the
me
Nub
motivated.
Danish?
Nub Danish.
Oh yeah. Also known as Drax07 or Nubcake.
All right, Obliv.
Yeah, all right. Shout out my mother. Shout out God for
Nice.
putting me on this earth. Shout
This
out
was a
for
mistake.
shout out for Bull for bringing me back to the dead and letting me win grand
Literally. I
finals
think the
again as
doctor
per
did that.
usual.
Literally.
And shout out to probably myself because yeah, that's it. Shout out myself.
Oh,
I hate you, Oblivion.
The self shout out.
This was a mistake.
All right,
All
Zuki,
right.
Well, I'm gonna steal the mom shout out because you can't skip over that one.
Yeah,
You
that's a
guys
good one.
suck for not shouting out your mothers.
Shout out to
I'm
Zuki
s-
and his mother.
Shout out to my mom.
Yeah,
shout out,
shout
yeah,
out to
shout out to
Zuki's mother.
Zuki's mom too.
Shout out to Zuki's
All
mom.
right. Number 2, shout out to Shu because that's the classic.
That's a good one.
And shout out to pretty much everybody on this team because you guys are pretty much the only reason why I continue to play this game.
Wait, one more. Shout out to Kanye West.
That's a
There
good
you
one.
go. That.
Can we
That's a
mute
good
him?
No,
Wait,
that's a
I'm
good
not
shout
getting
out.
you.
Kinda
Wait,
is.
That's
someone's
about
getting
it, though.
over me?
He didn't shout out R. Kelly or anything, so
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but,
just didn't shout out a criminal.
yeah. I one last shout out to Exa because he does a lot more work than I do with this league. He works with the lower divs, and like all I do is scheduling and league structure. He's a big reason why this league is operating the way it is. And obviously Sigafu is a very big unit of helpfulness. He makes a lot of
Big unit.
decisions, and he's the reason why this
Absolute
website's even a
unit.
thing. So in this league, absolute unit.
All right.
So thanks to the other admins.
Continuing this victory lap, Zag. It's been a good season. What are your what are your
This
thoughts
has
on
been
it?
my first full season casting because last season I cast one match, then I didn't cast a single one after that. But it's been fun being on. I feel like I did an okay job of molding my own style. Hopefully that can be agreed on. Maybe I'm probably still ass, but I had fun. I had fun casting you, Nick. Shout out to Dolphin, great on camera. Thanks. Shout out to Sigafu for filling in for him tonight. And yeah, I had fun.
And then yeah, I guess I'll close this off. Shout out to everyone that pretty much that I've played with, especially the old door guys. Shout out to
Yep.
way
Does
over
that
in
does
you,
that
Cole.
include me?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that includes you
Your
too.
will and
Does that
Steve
include
Heiner,
me?
let's
Yeah,
get him.
we're,
Does that
that's
include
how
Bobby?
old we're going back. But yeah, Bobby too. I think
Good.
Bobby made me get better at med in that season than I probably should have, because I went back to gold the next season and I started playing like I had Bobby on my
I
team,
made
and
you
I
go
just
back
kept.
to gold.
No. I went back to gold on my own, but when I kept playing med there, I tried to do things that I could only do with you on heavy. And my team's like, Alta, why are you feeding so hard? I'm like, well, when I played with Bobby on heavy, he protected me here. Needless to say, trying to do the same things with Hostile Hamster wasn't a good idea.
I miss
But
Hostel.
yeah, shout out to RGL for, taking the Highlander community and giving me a place to talk to strangers for 3 hours every week. Shout out to Candy and Rewind for having such a great and competitive grand finals. I was a little bit nervous we might have had a repeat of last week, but very close, pretty much down to the wire. Shout out to Zag, and Dolphin for just being with me this entire season. And then I'm gonna rescind the shout out to Dolphin in lieu of him not being here. Shout out to Sig for stepping in. And shout out to Mason and the rest of Andy's Mumble for listening this long to hear me say underoos on stream.
He did it. Bless the Underoos.
And that's Alto's last cast.
I went out.
I couldn't get through this game without my Underoos.
Yeah, like gamer underoos. Let's get an RGL sponsorship going.
Okay.
But yeah, I think for us that's gonna just about do it. This Wednesday we are gonna have Furio versus Cat Noises in no restriction sixes. Just basically a sixes pub with your favorite comp players in it, including Banny, one of them who played tonight. So if you want to see some next level chaos unfolding, definitely tune into that. I probably won't be casting. Sig's probably gonna find someone else. I may be there. And then continuing forward, yeah, we've got Prolanders starting in,
2 weeks.
believe, 2 weeks. Yeah, so
7-week season.
registration ends the 29th. So again, if you're a fan of the game mode, haven't played it yet, want to give it a try, like Highlander, but want some, more
It's
creative
very different.
input.
It's very fun to play. I love being able to switch classes. It gets me off of just like a stale game style. It's a very innovative game, and I feel like a lot of people should at least give it a shot.
Yeah, I think it gets a lot of flack that's undeserved because it really does give you a lot of, ability to mess around with the different players, and you have different people who are good at different classes, and that allows you to play in different ways and, different ways to practice it. And I'm hoping that with this kind of being a more isolated season, we're going to see more teams scrimming it and really, pushing that meta forward. So I think it's a great time to get in on that game mode if you haven't already, and at least, give it a shot. But yeah, you'll probably see me and Zag sometime over the next few months casting. I don't know if we're going to be doing full time, but I'd imagine Sig's going to get us in, for some of those games. But I think you'll see some of the K&D guys here next season, I believe. You get confirmation on that, Jacob?
Next season, probably.
Or Prolander, I mean? Or
for
We'll have to,
Prolander? We're not sure of Prolander.
we will have to send off our good soldier friend to Etney, as he is most likely
that's
not
right.
able to make the following seasons.
Well,
Very sad. Very
Oh,
old guard.
He went out with a win.
07's in chat for Etney. That
I'll give
soldier
him a note.
salute. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for us. So I'm Alto, and for Zag, Sigafu, Dolphin, Exa, and the rest of the production team, K&D, RGL, all the other invite teams, this has been the Season 2 Grand Finals, where K&D finally reclaimed that trophy and took home that sweet, sweet prize pool. We'll see you next week for sixes.